can't believe you done this.
Claire dear, are we ready to roll?
All reloads are clear. We're ready for broadcast.
You heard her, cutie. All set?
We're hitting the airwaves now.
Showtime!
Wah! Hello!
Welcome back.
My god.
The mages are back. I'm the Mecha Mage.
And I'm the Pocket Mage. Hello.
And we got a little stinky in here.
And they found me on the side of the road and were like, hey nerd, get in the mecha. I'm like, okay. Not him mecha, just the giant robot mecha. Not to be confused.
Yeah, not to confuse you guys.
And don't be weird.
Yeah.
That's my job.
It's true.
Yeah. How everyone doing? We saw we got stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
Gonna have ourselves quite the treat.
My goodness.
We saw Transformers 1 in theaters this previous Saturday. Feelings are being had.
Yeah, it was.
I heard it was amazing.
You know, actually, so did I. By all the reviews we saw online, all these fucking people were like, "Oh, it's not that bad.
Well, no,
it's better than I thought it was gonna be."
well,
Like, I
they
was
say shit like that. I heard someone said like it's saving Transformers movies.
I
It's
just.
the best cinema. Take your daughter to the workday. Oh no, it's
Hello, I
Ratzel.
am child.
Nah, that's Ratzel.
Okay.
Hello.
Also
You just-
Ratzel. I gotta show you my first great creation here.
Okay, I'm on my way.
I think you'll be proud of me. Hopefully you'll be proud of me. You're gonna be fucking proud of me.
It's a possibility. We'll find out.
Here, Ratzel's been trying to pick out a backpack for his first day of school for the past like 20 minutes.
Not wrong.
Yo, why you got Adam like that? G1 Megatron.
Ah!
Yeah.
Woof,
What do you think?
Welcome. And yes, that was the inspiration.
That's what I thought it was from looking
It's
at
not.
it.
It's not perfect, but it's definitely the best I could do. I just couldn't find any heads that looked like Megatron, and really, this doesn't either.
No.
But at least I can make him look angy. Did my damnedest
Yeah,
to make
that
him
works.
angy. You really are
Hello.
just making the Altizen.
That's awesome.
You
Yeah.
silly goober. Look at that. That's beautiful.
I mean,
I love
it'd
it.
be-
I love it. I love it.
I just
but
wish
yeah.
I could get a pile bunker on one of the arms. That would make me so happy.
Isn't there like that drill bit that you can get?
Oh my god, you're right. Shit, hang on.
Yeah, you could get that and then get some other.
Immediately darts back to the dressing room.
Yeah, get that and then get like some other arm-mounted kibble that you can put there, like something that looks.
Oh yeah, like a
yeah.
Gatling gun of sorts. Yeah.
Yeah, or something.
Wolf
Yeah.
said I was going to say Megatronus, but Megatronus doesn't have the arm cannon. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna be completely real. We saw Transformers 1.
So if you don't want spoilers,
If you don't want spoilers,
lovely VOD people,
yeah,
also,
yeah.
you know, this might
I'm just
not be the
gonna say
video
it.
for you.
I'm just gonna say it
sorry.
right now. I didn't like it. I did not like it for a few reasons, and the reasons you might not expect. But I will say this before I say anything else, just about this movie. The biggest takeaway that I've taken from the movie is stop watching trailers. Whenever there's a movie that's going to come out, don't watch the trailer for it. Just don't. And my reason for that is that going into this movie, the trailers make this movie look fucking awful, and more importantly, the trailers make it sound awful. The voice acting sounded dog shit in the fucking trailers, but in the context of the movie and without any like weird editing going on, the voice acting was actually probably one of the least egregious parts of the movie.
Yeah, whenever we watched the trailer, I was like, what's wrong with Optimus's voice?
Yeah.
Whenever you're watching the movie, though, I don't know if it's the sound mixing for the trailer or something, but it just sounds a lot worse.
Yeah.
Than
Listen, the
film.
only Transformers movie that will be the best forever is the OG 1986 Transformers movie. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have a confession to make about that one. That is, I consider it my greatest guilty pleasure because that movie symbolizes a lot for me. Mainly, it's a perfect time capsule of the decade it came out in. I do think that movie does a lot of really cool shit and introduces a lot of cool Transformers concepts that have been better explored in other series, right? But more concisely, the Transformers the movie is 80s in a nutshell, right? Because you have this brand that's at that point had existed for about 2 or 3 years. Yes. Oh, yes. No arguments. No arguments with that. There's leagues better than Bayformers. No, not making that argument at all. Trust me. But that being said, it's not a perfect movie, but the thing I love about it is also probably one of its worst aspects, which is that the 80s Transformers movie was basically, oh hey, all these characters that these children have learned to love for these past few years, let's just fucking kill them all. Just fucking murder them. Not like they go off on a spaceship.
Chris was like, yeah, wait, no.
Yeah.
It's on a high bar to beat with the, I assume the Bayformers. Yeah, it's true.
Optimus Prime is in the lobby with his homie Perfect Cell, Rambo, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Predator, and Goku. Yeah, that's one. Listen, but the thing is, they really just thought that was a good idea. Just yes, let's brutally kill them on screen, except for the ones we're still selling, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and then the rest of the movie is basically just Star Wars. It's just Star Wars, but with pretty animation and some real 80s bangers. So
yeah,
that movie, the only thing that really annoys me about it is that the most commonly obtainable version of it is the remaster, which
is it the weird color
they
grading?
fuck up the colors for some reason. So everything is like tinted with like every color is like a lighter hue, and it just looks worse. So if you can find a version, I haven't yet to open up the Blu-ray that we have. I want to see if that fixes it, because if that fixes it, then that's the version you should try to get. You know what, guys?
The one on YouTube, okay?
I think the one on YouTube is okay, but I'd have to check it again.
I don't know if it's still there. Honestly.
You know what, you know what, guys? All these characters that kids kind of love, just kill them on screen. Also, make sure to kill Optimus Prime as well. Yeah,
like
they
front
fucked
and
up.
Center.
They fucked up so hard with that. They did not take into account how badly that would be received. That the G.I. Joe movie in production at that time had to have its ending changed so they could add in dialogue at the very end of it. So like, because they were gonna kill off Duke in that one.
Oh really?
And so at the end of the movie, like in the movie he gets injured and everything, and at the end of it, they're like, "And Duke's okay." So, I mean, the version I have is digital that I got from a friend of mine on deployment, so I have no idea which word. If Hot Rods is looking more pink than red, then you've got the weird version. Yeah. Hi Pimpra. Hi. First time chats. Welcome to MageHouse. I am the Mecha Mage. I'm the big guy right here.
And I'm the Pumpkin Mage.
She's basically the brains of the operation.
100%. Can confirm.
Something like that. And this is our friend Ratzel. He's PNG
Hello.
today.
Either, because they both have the same color scheme.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. I was answering a question. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I was like, either, huh?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. So that's the more commonly produced one. I think this is the DVD version was like that. Anyway, the 80s Transformers movie, I love it. I also have to acknowledge its flaws. It's not a particularly great movie, but I've still got to sit down and watch that fucker every now and again. Big strong guy and a smart lady, classic tale. Well, we're both brainy, but we're different types of brainy.
I'm covering you completely. I don't know how I ended up in front of you.
It's because I'm always shifting to one side or the other.
Like completely in front of you.
Yeah.
Why? It's okay,
Also,
I'll
you
fix
keep looking away from your thing, so it stops tracking you properly. So that also keeps happening.
Okay,
So you either need to bring it closer to you.
I also kicked the camera, so that might.
Yeah, that could do it. But yeah, so, well, outside, can we all agree that Beast Wars is a Yes, Beast Wars, in fact, a lot of people
100%.
give Beast Machines shit. I actually think Beast Machines is really cool too. Like, a lot of people don't like
It was
the
interesting.
Well, it introduces a lot of interesting concepts, and the final struggle between Optimus Primal and Megatron, I thought was done really well. Outside of Energon, so funny thing about Energon is that show was meant to kind of be a continuation of the Japan-only Headmasters series, or at least like a spiritual continuation of it. So that's why Rodimus Prime appears in like this. He's like a beefed out truck instead of like a thing. Like they said he's been on like this big quest. When in reality, that's how Headmasters ended. Is that Rodimus went on a big journey. And so if you're an American watching it, like I was confused. I was like, Hot Rod, he's from the old Transformers. Why is he in this now? But the big thing is that in the Japanese version, Super Link, which is Transformers Energon, that one was supposed to be a comedy. So that's why there's a lot of gag characters in it. So that's the other thing. I always found Energon to be a little bit off-putting, but now I know. One thing I love about Energon, though, I played the theme song. I played the theme song for it. And you know what? I played the theme song for the Japanese version for the Super Link theme, right? And you know what Pumpkin did? She turns and looks at me, and you know what she says to me?
Mm-hmm.
Which JoJo opening is this?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Because
I remember that.
It does kind of have that quality.
Oh, I forgot that this.
Love
one...
it.
Okay. Which Gundam again?
Well, G3 is just a gray RX-78, but like, oh, they got Easy 8.
Yeah, they have the Easy 8. That was actually the one I was gonna pick for you.
Yeah, do that one.
But this one looks like it's made out of cardboard.
We'll do that one.
I'll see which one fits better. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it's free.
Anyway, so yeah, I am seeing my version, and weirdly enough, Hot Rod is a little purple. Yeah. So yeah, if he's looking a little off colors, because he has some of the more vibrant colors compared to the other ones. It's just something that it had to do with the remaster that they did at the time that they made it. So, how's your AC? It's getting there.
Yeah,
right now we've got it
to
set to 62.
Replace it.
We have it set to 62 because it was originally like 86 in here. So last time I checked,
there's no time to rest.
I've been working on these 3D models like all weekend and just been dying.
I can't think when you play that.
Please.
Do you hear that, Retzel? No, that's
No,
what you
thankfully.
said.
No, we
I know what it
can't
is, but
hear
I'm
it.
so glad I can't hear it.
The Sonic doing that just it hits different.
It's
That's
magical.
hilarious.
Yeah, it is very magical.
But they also had this one, which I thought was super funny.
That one's funny, but maybe a little too sexy. So, like for me to be in it, yeah. But yeah, okay. For those who are wondering, I'm kind of waiting for Ratzel to help me out with my build. No, you're good. You're good, dude.
No,
You're
it's
doing
good.
your
It gives
thing.
us plenty of time
Listen,
to
I gave you
complain
Jesus.
about Transformers 1.
Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry. The topic of the hour. Transformers 1. So we saw it in theaters. We were originally going to see it in D-Box, which is like the seats move and shit.
We should have done it because I think it would have.
It would have enhanced it because I gotta be honest. I'm going to talk about the good things first.
Yeah.
The action in the movie is fucking phenomenal.
Right.
All right. You know. Let's just go straight into it. Okay.
What are we starting with so I know
good
what
things.
we're talking about?
Things we liked. Things we liked. All right. Things we liked. The visuals of the movie, the character designs, the setting, perfect.
They looked like I could tell who everyone was.
Yes, everyone
which
looked the
isn't
way
a
they're
very
supposed
hard
to.
bar, but it is now a bar thanks to Bayformers.
If the era of like 3 Autobots that we know, and then like a million similarly messy looking Decepticons who you honest to God couldn't fucking name, that's gone. That's over. We're not there anymore. Now, everybody is very clear. the way that Cybertronian society is depicted is interesting. You know, the design of Iacon, the city that a lot of the story takes place in, is very good. It reminded me of Evangelion because it had like the city kind of coming from the sky down, you know, like city above. And then just stuff like that done very well. All right. The character designs, particularly for Megatron and Optimus, I usually don't like the whole flesh metal kind of look to things, or you know, where it's like their face, but it's like metallic, but it still bends like flesh.
Yeah.
Usually, I'm not cool with that, but in this case, I didn't mind it. It didn't look that bad.
Okay, only positives right now. All right.
Only positive. Only positives. The music for the most part was competent. Part of that was that the composer from Transformers Prime came back to, I guess, do part of the soundtrack. You can definitely tell he did all like the orchestral stuff in it. A different mixer or DJ or whatever he is did like some of the more energetic, silly songs. Not silly songs, but you know, like a more of the less serious parts of the soundtrack. And those were fine. Those were fine. The Transformers Prime theme actually does come into play, albeit it's a very neutered version of that song. But it's at least used in fitting places because it's only used whenever something is happening with the primes. Oh, did you make it? Yo,
Yeah, I put a drill on the right side, and then I put a Gatling gun inside the left arm.
Hell yeah. Look at that. Yo, Doom, you getting shook on the Still trying to figure out what is that? I recognize the Alex Gundam's booster thing on the side.
Mm-hmm.
But what legs are those?
Honestly, I don't remember which ones I used. I think they're the Euphrates, but I could be wrong. I went through like 12 different leg pieces, so I'd have to double check.
Yeah.
But you should be able to click on me and check, though, I think. Or not.
Oh, wait, it's X.
Yeah.
Let's see. Open submenu gallery.
No. I don't know.
Oh, I don't have anything in my gallery. Whoops. It's fine.
Oh, A. There we go.
Like.
Oh yeah, no wonder I didn't recognize it. Yeah, it's from the, I don't know how to pronounce that. The Denanzan.
Oh, that thing, yeah. I can't remember if I was using those or the Efreets.
Penny is okay. We've been making sure she's been staying hydrated because it's just been so hot in the house. She's been laying on the floor, like on the cool tile a lot.
Yeah.
So, but she's moving around a lot more today after they got the AC fixed. So, yeah.
Smart thing.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna bring him in, but I'm gonna need your help finishing this one.
Okay.
Okay, just 'cause I'm trying to. I'm getting the colors done on them, but I also wanted to compare to the other one. Let's see, but this is what I got so far. I just need to color correct everything. But wait. Oh, yo. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Getting Amber Alerts.
Oh, God.
That looks familiar.
Yes. Okay. So, what I was trying to make was like a sister unit to it.
Okay, you want me to switch real quick to the other one?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I got you. One sec.
Oh, it gives you like an article about it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
honestly good. I'd rather have more information. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. So, okay, good. I think the head on mine is because I enlarged it because yours looked bigger. I can make it smaller again. but
What thing?
the head.
Oh yeah, for this thing, the only thing that I changed the size of was the amazing legs on the back of the arms.
Okay, so yeah, you changed the size, but everything else was just stock size.
Yep, everything else is stock.
Okay, so in that case, then I'll change the head. Now the colors on the backpack, because the idea is that wherever it's black on yours, it's going to be silver on mine,
Okay.
and wherever it's red on yours, it's going to be the blue, and then just doing gold to match all those. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, okay. Here, if you can see my screen and everything, I can.
Actually, here, I have an idea. Hang on.
Delay.
I
Might
have
be able to
idea.
share our OBS too. Wah. Here, I'll pull your stream up on my side, Ratzel. You just let me know when I need to open it for Mecca to see. Wah. What colors are we doing? Mecca?
We're doing blue for all of his red.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
And then
Okay.
wherever it's black on hit. Oh, I dropped my headset. Hold up.
Okay. Maybe I can take some screenshots for you. Also,
That honestly might be the way to go.
that way I'll take screenshots. And
Okay.
that way I can send them to you. Wah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about that movie.
Also,
You just keep getting
on the
destroyed.
back of the back of your unit's head here, real quick. I'm gonna go back out real quick. The back of your unit's head, it looks like you have like a scoot of some kind on it.
He's not in the lobby anymore. He's
Oh,
in
he's
the
not?
editor.
Oh, okay.
How do you
Now, what
rotate
about the back
it?
of my head?
Wait,
Yeah.
you can rotate it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can rotate him.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not like I've been doing super detailed work in Gundam Breaker, but you know, my Patrick Star could have used it. Alright.
I'm gonna remove this part because it won't be hard to get it back into place. So, because I put something back there for mine, but remove. Okay, so if we go and look at mine, then oh, I guess mine just disappeared because I made the head. So I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. The back of the head didn't look as pronounced as that. You know what I'm talking about, like where the bottom of the scalp, where it's just yeah, where it kind of fans out.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna share my stuff today. I'm gonna be working in Blender, because I figured out how to do things in Blender. So now I am obsessed. It's kind of sickening, honestly, and not like sickening, but like concerning. So
Okay. In that case, then everything else on this guy should be fine. So
You got the
now-
gold around the spikes on the arms?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
hopefully
Here.
send this to you. Oh, this was gonna be, if I couldn't find a good compromise for yours, so we matched a little more, I was gonna do this one.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I think it'll be fine though.
Oh yeah, do you want me to go
Yeah,
into
still-
the builder's parts?
I still might do this one.
Well, because my build's different from yours in that regard, it'll be okay because you just did the amazing LEV on the arms, right?
Yeah, I got the amazing legs in the arms. I also have on top of the backpack, I have a solar engine right here,
I'm opening it so you
just
can
so I can go to Trans Am.
Oh,
You see?
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually, good
It's
good
sneaky.
detail. Okay,
I'm gonna move it to the other side.
in that
just
case,
for a
then I'm
second
gonna
and put it
add
back.
that real quick to mine. So, thank you for
And
showing
then I
me.
also have actually no, I think that's everything. Yeah, that should be everything.
Yeah. Okay. So solar. Cause I was remembering because I was gonna add that at some point too. Because I can't not have Trans Am.
Oh no, Trans Am is just that. Like seriously, with this thing, I have 3 super modes possible:
There it is.
the Dragoons, Trans Am, and Hyper mode.
Yeah.
Because fuck it, why not?
Do you want to move us a little bit over so people can see more of what you're doing? What do you think?
I like where we are.
Okay.
Because it's just the build screen right
You are
now.
shirtless. Do you
I
want
am
a shirt?
Nah, I'm used to it at this point.
It's so sad. I'm so sorry.
You want center backpack?
What?
The P.E.K.K.A.s must be free.
Question, Mecca. Do you want this to be a surprise?
Nah, I think it's fine. Because, I mean, what? It's only a week away.
I guess so. I didn't know if we were gonna do, like, everyone's...
I think this is not the thing that we should be hiding. Like, that was probably the most stressful part about debut, is having to hide all that stuff for so long. I think
I
now,
know.
this is the kind of stuff
I
we
guess
get.
it's not like something we,
Yeah.
paid for. Like, custom made, paid for type thing. Okay. Okay. I will have to censor you. Thinking about it now.
Censoring me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this thing was not worth... Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb.
I
I'm
can
dumb.
Just do that really quick.
Okay. Let's try
She
this
must
again.
hide the thickness.
Well, the base models have no clothes. So,
Yeah.
Well, here's your problem.
so either I can move with haste, or I can just really quick do something. Models. Let me grab the texture atlas for Mecha.
Alright, let's get this baby painted up. Alright, so the head with the color.
Final words. Okay. Mecha textures. Body. Yeah.
Can you pull up his machine one more time?
Oh yes, yes.
Wait, say again?
I was asking her to pull up your view real quick.
I'm gonna
Oh,
scoot it
yeah.
over here so you can
How's
see it.
can you zoom in on your face real quick? Is it just red on the face?
Zoom in on your face.
Oh no, it's black.
Please, thank you.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so I can make that silver.
This up really quick. Well, I'll decensor mine too, if I do any work on mine today. I don't know. I think I'm just literally gonna.
Okay.
Which one is your?
Still don't know what this one is, like what
Is it
color
this?
it's editing.
I think it's this.
But,
Which one?
This is this one. Well, I guess if I change it and then make it like a funky color, it would. Yeah. No,
And if you tell me which spot on the head, which surface number it is, I can tell you which one it is.
It is the 4th one to the if you go from.
Yeah, that's the diamond on the forehead.
It is?
Outfits, models.
It's not showing as that for me. That's weird. Oh, you know what? Wait, is mine just covered up? Is that what it is? No. Nope. You know what? I don't fucking know. It's fine.
I'm going to
Weird.
import your model.
Oh, I guess the thing I have on my head is kind of covering up the
Right.
diamond.
Change the texture really quick.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, but the rest is gold.
Copy.
Sorry, guys. I'll start talking about Transformers 1 again in a minute, but
I gotta make sure this actually covers up everything.
oh, you know what it is, Retzel? The crest that I have there is covering it up completely.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll. Yep. Okay, so I got that done.
Yeah,
The body.
you see how it is, right?
Yeah, no, that's not safe for Twitch.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Okay, so that one I actually got right on the head.
You think that's good enough?
Yeah, that'll work.
It's a little silly looking, but it'll be okay.
Okay, so the arms are good. The legs are good. The
Okay.
backpack. Okay, that's where I need.
Boop.
Do you paint your guns any particular way?
I don't think so.
Outfit.
Because I literally just have it the base color scheme because I do basically do the entire mech, and then I go in and if I look at it and be like, that doesn't look right, then I'll go in and tweak some like one color here and there.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, in that case then, so I want this part to be silver.
I do not like
I
Windows
want this
11.
part
Okay,
to
easy.
be blue. Then
Okay, good. It goes with the
these
FPS.
parts shall be gold. Yeah. Okay, we're actually looking pretty tight.
Yeet.
Look how tiny it is. It's so tiny.
Oh, that's fine.
Alright, yeah, where did I put all that?
Oh no, Lemon, it's reach around and butt plug
Does it not have an armature?
and hand job.
Huh? Why is there no armature? What the fuck? I mean, it's like, okay, I can work with this.
Okay. That part's done. Now we get to the... These I think are pretty good. What are we getting?
Whoops.
Oh, that part. Okay.
Oh.
Oop.
It's also scaling in a weird place. Don't know why it's doing that. Well, I know why. It's because the center is in a bad place, but it's okay.
I'm gonna change the color of that. Perfect.
Things actually seem pretty close.
Okay.
Anytime, Lemon. I love that stupid video. It's so dumb, but so
I know,
amazing.
it's really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this is this. Okay, the crest. There we go. So I think on yours, what is the what are you doing with the head, like your antenna?
Oh, like what part am I using?
Yeah, well I know the part. I was want to look at the paint for it. Like, is it just?
Oh yeah,
just
yeah. One
solid?
second.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I see what you're going for.
Ah, this is cute.
So in that case, then we'll
I'm
change
making you an
this.
MS girl.
Yeah,
What's
pretty
that?
simple.
Okay, in the back of it, make that blue.
Yeah, it's like I would say I have the whole thing blue except for the front part of yours, since I have the top like feather, I guess you could say, of mine.
Yeah. What do you think of this? What I got here?
I think your arm looks amazing.
What?
He can't see it because your arm is covering.
Oh, sorry. You see it?
Peyton.
You see it?
That's so
Baden.
funny.
Get in this lobby, Baden. Baden.
Hello, Paytop. You're amazing.
Hi, Pay.
Welcome. So they fixed the parts rescaling on Awaken use, but they didn't fix them snapping back to anchor point for OP or EX to use.
Oh yeah. That's why I just don't.
Eh.
Use it. Yeah.
Also, welcome
Can you see?
to your
Can you see it
amazing,
now,
to your
Ratsu?
amazing.
Okay, yeah, that
Working
definitely
on
works.
Things, though.
Okay, cool.
Says Pay. Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, Peyton, you could be working on things and being responsible,
Together. No, I'm kidding.
or you can procrastinate and blow stuff up with us.
Well, you know. Or both.
Okay.
Could do both. I kind of do both, honestly.
Yeah,
And
this is
that's
true. You
why
could
I
just
don't
pop in
sleep.
and be a gigantic goober and just hang out. Ah.
We're procrastinating on this for a year now. So
I mean, what's
think
another
I need
year?
to- Okay, okay.
I'm kidding, by the way.
Fair point. Fine. I wish I could. Maybe I can group some of these together.
At least he's not a chronic procrastinator.
Have to do this again.
Isn't that just called like extreme edging?
Oh god.
Nah. Procrastinator is when you know you have something you need to be doing, but you just decide you want to go to town instead.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that didn't do what I wanted to do.
The way it sounds like you're procrastinating on masturbating, and that's basically just like, so you're kind of doing it, but not really, so it's basically edging.
God.
Yeah, it kind of sounds that
Don't
way.
worry about
I
it.
guess it's.
Sorry, Winter just popped in and just stared at me and didn't say a word and just left.
Well, it's okay. I'm fine, Runa. Thank you for checking on me.
I think she was more checking to see if I was still mildly sane, which...
I know. I was.
Okay, now I just need to finish kidding this guy out. Because the idea I had for this one is that he is the long-range version of your unit.
Torso gun.
Ah.
Skirt. Front,
So I got the
I
bazooka.
see.
skirt holster, shoulder.
Now I
clasp,
need,
shoulder, shield. Oh, I can't wait to. Okay.
Yo, what the fuck is that?
Make bones. I'll make bones.
The
for some of
anti-ship
this.
rifle. Damn, look at that thing. That's a big-ass gun. Oh, I know what gun I
I'm
want
gonna
to
take a look.
Shoulder.
use.
Gauntlet, lower arm.
Yeah, nope, not that one.
We're gonna grab the
No, not that one either.
arms.
No, I don't even have an anti-ship rifle.
shoulders.
My stuff stops at beam Gatling gun at the top. Oh wait, never mind, I'm dumb. Did you know that I only had Gatling guns selected? News to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Gauntlet. Backpack.
Where is? I want
Probably
the.
could be scaled differently.
hmm.
We're gonna do it all together, 'cause why not? Okay, and that should just be. all
You
of
need some
this.
big fuck off weapon.
Yeah, I know which gun I want. I don't remember what they call it in this because they never fucking call anything the same shit between variations. Mega...
Is it the Tall Geese 3's gun?
Nah. I'm thinking
Yep.
bigger than that.
Ah.
You know.
Let's see. Beam. Huh. Interesting. Maybe.
Ooh, this. Oh, there it is. The smoothbore gun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you looking for just like a rifle or something? Long rifle?
No. It's the Faz's mega particle beam cannon,
Oh.
which they don't.
Yeah.
They have a bad habit of not just calling it what it fucking is.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that's a.
What do you think of
So.
Ooh. You
I
could go with the
have to-
railgun.
I actually don't think I have one of those. But I'm feeling the one I'm trying to find specifically. It's like one of those constant shot ones. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Daddy.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry. Oh, here it is. Hyper mega cannon. There we go. The master grade version's a little big. I know that I'm
So?
saying that. Oh, you
I
know
mean,
what,
just
fuck
equip it and. Oh, wait, no, you can't scale the weapons and stuff for some reason.
Wait, why can't you? Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Mhm,
You know what?
yeah.
It's
Oh, it
fine.
scales with the arm, right?
You know what? Fuck it. I like
Oh,
it.
does it?
I thought it did. Maybe, maybe it doesn't.
I have no idea.
It's been a
Oh,
minute
we were
since I've
finishing
done
it.
custom ones.
Can we show them some of the thing that we made for Bishop's character sheet, like the references, or should we not?
I'd rather maybe ask him about it? Because I don't.
No, let's not. But what we're putting together just references for his official design for the artist.
Hell yeah.
And he basically what we're saying to him, because like he's going to be very pretty. He's going to be a very pretty man.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Very pretty.
And what I told him was, see, like they look at me and like I'm a daddy, but you're a daddy. You know what I mean? Like I'm like a, you know, I'm like a big old protect man. He's a. When is Bishop not pretty? Never.
You know, good question. Good question.
Yeah.
Daddy?
Yeah, that's a precise whoever played that. Yep. Exactly.
More. Question for you, my
Yeah.
beloved.
Yeah.
So, torso, right? I'm working on this big piece here. Do you want it scaled out more, or do you want me to just shift it in more?
Whichever looks funnier. I would say scaled out more.
Okay.
You're not doing the cardboard one?
No, I was gonna do Easy 8.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I mean, if you want cardboard, I can switch it.
It's all good. It's good.
Well, I haven't gotten that far, so.
I like the cardboard one, just because of how goofy the idea is.
Goofy but amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll just
And if you could add like pee stains on it, that would be great.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
What? Okay, I think I can.
Like sweat stains.
Yeah,
or
I think I know exactly what you want.
But why though?
Funny?
Mom found the pee drawer.
Oh no.
I mean, if Mom found the P drawer, you're not being a Gundam, you're being a Transformer. You are the P drawer. Transform and mold out.
No! Alright, if you... I will just
Okay.
get rid of all
These
of
ones
this
will do.
for now.
Alright, so now I've got
No, you.
everything.
Close again. Face.
Okay, let's paint the gun. You know what? The gun is comically oversized, but fuck it.
Okay, copy. Cut. It's only a
Pumpkin, that's
Unity.
terrifying.
Of course. What do you mean?
What happened?
It's fine.
Mecca, I'm pretty sure if she zoomed in a little bit more, I could count the nose hairs of yours.
Oh, actually, we were gonna do a stream that way where it's like attached, not that close, but like it's attached to my face the whole time.
Yeah,
So it's like
can you make
tracking
that your
my face.
profile pic? Here, yeah, I'll take a screenshot for him.
That's amazing.
You may have to crop it. Kind of weird, but I think you can make it work. Oh, there's the fly again. I saw him.
It's okay.
Okay. I've sent it.
If you have a fly problem, when in doubt, do what I did when I was younger. Take the Monopoly box's box top and bat that motherfucker out of the air.
Yeah,
That's, you know, it's a good point.
not a bad strat.
It's a good point. Here, I took one without the bones. There you go.
I mean, usually I have the electric fly swatter and a thing of Windex.
Yeah, get like some
Yeah,
of the
that's face-
smile in there. Is that better? Oh, you know he's smiling. Is that?
What the fuck are you talking
I love it.
about?
That's beautiful.
Oh no, God. Oh, that's great. All right.
Alright, let's put this in here. Import it so I can
I
get the
think
FBX.
I think I'm finished.
If
Applying
you,
changes.
my lovely people who are trying to use Blender, but you're trying to use stuff from Booth and they didn't give you an FBX file, if you import it into Unity, it'll extract the Unity package and it'll give you an FBX there. import that one. Don't try to export it from Unity as an FBX and then import it into Blender, because it doesn't work. Thank you.
So when's the We Smell chat stream? Soon.
Show and explore.
Okay, where are you?
I'm coming out now.
Import.
Also, when it says that has really big, you got games on your phone energy.
You're right.
All right, what do you think? What do you think?
We'll take another
I like it.
screenshot and send it.
Yes, the sister units.
She has an
It's my
option.
head canon. There were 2 units built.
All right.
Yours was custom, and then I don't know. I'm in this one.
It's like there were 2 units built. I customized mine. You're like, oh, I should do that too, and then you did too.
Yeah. Now
Why?
they can
Because we're both gigantic fucking nerds, and yeah.
There we
now,
go.
Now they
This
can
one
high
even
five.
Scales more properly.
Yeah.
I mean, to a point. I'm gonna have to fix the head. The head is way too fucking big.
Is there a high
That's
five? There's no
fine.
high five.
There's fist bump though, like that song from Sonic Forces,
But
fist
it's too
bump.
big for this Gundam.
I don't have fist bump on my thing. Hang on.
It's okay. We're gonna make it work. I love how big this is. This is really funny. Hello,
Yeah.
Cabot! Welcome!
Wait, what? That's not fist bump. Oh, that's fist pump. I can't
Oh,
read.
it's pump. Oh.
Oh, neither can you. Oh, yeah.
Weird. Oh no. It's okay.
All right. Well, I have none of these parts
Good job.
upgraded, so yeah, this is not a viable unit for combat right now.
What do you mean? Just gonna scoot that.
I get that. My other one's not really viable because I have the just hand-to-hand combat stuff.
Hmm.
It has no boosters on it.
Yeah, but we can go farm some stuff. So let me get my main unit, and we can go farming.
Yeah.
Just the outputs.
This is the kind of farming simulator I can get down with.
Yeah. The mages are doing good. The mages are slowly recovering. The house is starting to become cool again.
Edit. Oh, it's all simple polygons. Thank you. Okay.
Actually, okay. I just had a thought.
Let me just
I just had a
grab the
thought.
leggies and just
Hmm.
scroll them down. Actually, can I just...
Where's... Oh no, did I not save it?
We're gonna separate all this stuff out.
Oh,
I can't
no.
do it like this. I'm gonna go fucking
God
crazy.
damn it, I actually liked that one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, listen, it wasn't hard to assemble, so fuck it. Oh, that's my headset.
Do you need a...
Pleasey? Yep, thank
There
you.
you go. Tell the
Pardon me
house
for
to
a
cool
moment.
faster. I will, Cabot. What the hell is it? This? Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna make my little Satan again. It's gonna take me just a licky-split minute.
By select.
Oh, good. That means I have time to throw parts onto the melee weapon.
Put,
Yes.
Back to here. Oh, whoops. This is foot. Oh. This is...
Where's the fucking weird guy with the weird name? There he is.
This one. Like so. Should be all of it. So my selection. Foot. R. Body. It'd be really cool if I could just select this. We'll see. That. Nice. Okay. This. I kind of want to move these things together.
Oh, I remember. It's the
So we're
the
gonna select
Tyran Tautsi.
these. Add that. Might have to move where the knees are.
Now I know the legs were. There we go. Okay. I don't super remember what I used for the arms.
Why don't you remember?
Because I made it at like 2 in the morning.
Well, whose fault is that?
Yours, actually, because I remember you told me if you don't build this right now at 2 in the morning, I personally will slap you in your ding dong. And I was like,
Wow.
bitch, you don't even know where the fuck I am. And then and you started coughing, but I heard it in the house, and I was like, oh shit.
Okay, I have one question for you.
Yeah.
What day was this?
You know.
A day.
Yeah.
And there's 7 days in a week. Which day was it?
Flurmps Day.
Hmm.
One of the most days ever.
Cabot, you're not supposed to confirm. Just because we're both living in the walls doesn't mean you can say it. Shit. This guy.
Well, you know. It's okay. Well, 2.
I like how no one is questioning that I said just because both of us live in their walls. Just nothing.
Well, that's because so many people now live in our walls.
Well, that's because you're admitting that you live with Snake, and I don't know what he does in the walls.
It's true.
Yeah, but
one
Snake's a
knows
good
what he
roommate.
does in the wall.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, Snake actually probably would be a bitchin' roommate.
Mm-hmm.
Kind that doesn't fucking ask questions whenever there's a big red glowing light coming from the inside of your room.
Yeah, no questions at all. Honestly, I would just be like, do you need help with whatever you're working on?
It's, oh my god, I need to show you. It's end of Evangelion happens in Kramer's apartment, and it's from Seinfeld. It's whenever there's this bright red light coming from Kramer's apartment, and he opens the door and it gets even brighter, and he's like, yeah, he's like, why don't you close the fuck? He's like, why don't you close the blinds? And he's like, they are closed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking great. But then he's like, what's going on in there? And then they just splice the footage of fucking the end where it's like everyone's being
Where everyone is drinking the Tang.
where everyone, like the part where Giant Ray makes the big red bulb thingy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, we want to close the blinds. They are. It's fucking great.
We're gonna keep that as one piece. See how that goes. Cause why not? Hello, Cabot. Cabot says he lives in the attic.
Sounds like the Simpsons
that's where you've been going.
Yes, yeah, it does kind of sound like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Christ almighty, I don't remember what arms I use, but
I've seen that paid and it's magical.
yeah.
Just
I like that when someone got
Let's
Jeff Goldblum to read Steamed Hams. He's like, "What is this?" He's like, "It's from a '90s Simpsons episode." Oh, it's really funny. He's just in his yeah.
oh goodness. It's not really doing what I wanted to do.
It's funny while you're building that, I'm going through upgrading the melee that I was working on before.
Mm-hmm.
It already has 7100 attack.
Oh, that's good.
I can punch. I can fight.
I can fight.
Yes.
I can see.
Fucking love that episode. It's so good.
Yeah. Just take you to super jail. Super toilet. Like, just... There were some jokes in that show that were just fucking extremely
Amazing.
dated, but
Oh, yeah,
very
definitely
in
dated,
tune.
but at the same time amazing.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say very in tune with my sense of humor.
Yeet.
He's going to eat us, then kill us.
Right.
You know, every time I hear that, my brain, no joke, short circuits. I'm like, wait a second.
Reminds me of
Yeah.
Apocalypse Zero a little bit.
To be fair, it doesn't take much, but damn, does it work?
I can hear the buzzing.
Huh?
Mrrr.
That was me. I'm sorry.
This backpack just ain't doing it for me.
What happens if I just... Can I just
There we
cheat
go.
a little bit? That might have actually solved it.
Also, there's a weapon in the
Heck yeah.
game called Hyper Beam Javelin, but then in parentheses it says Plan B, and I'm just like, wait a second.
Oh, it's Jelly Jess.
Hello,
How you doing?
Jelly.
Oh my god, it's Stinky. Hi, Stinky.
Oh my god. Why is everyone so stinky? The heck?
And she always Stinky.
Hips.
Love you, Stinky.
Just gonna... Oops, not skill. Not skill. Scoot it down. Yep.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Okay.
First of all, let me paint this little bitch.
Yeet.
No. X.
There's also an SD weapon called a Magnum Sword, and I'm just sitting here going, hee.
Yeah. This is my magnum dong.
Yes.
Yeet.
Oh, Pay already got
Hell
to
yeah.
it.
To
I
be
like
fair,
the-
you both said it at the same time.
It's likely, yeah.
About that. I think we're gonna just have to sculpt this one. Okay.
Got the perfect name for this machine I'm building, but I need to wait until he's done to truly christen him.
No, looking over right now, I'm kind of scared of whatever the hell it is.
Oh, you should be.
No, I don't like how you said that, everyone.
I dropped my magnum condom for my magnum dong.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love the fucking... It plays in my head every day. The fucking scene where like the store's getting robbed. He's like, "Don't worry, guys, stay here." And he goes over and he just
I know,
it starts
so
assembling
great.
and just eating a bunch of hot
So
dogs from
great.
the convenience store while you just hear the gunfight happening in the background.
To be fair, if you couldn't really go anywhere, you do the same thing. Like, if I'm gonna get shot and go to the hospital, I'm gonna have myself a fucking hot dog.
Well, I wouldn't do it for gas station hot dogs. I think, oh my god, I love him so much. This little man. This little man.
Okay, we're making this work slowly.
The kits are this way.
It's kind of a lot. It's okay. Alright. Good.
Okay.
Object mode.
Gundam.
Gundam pissed her.
Can I?
Dude, I've been having meetings. I'll tell you, I've just been shaking for no reason. It's annoying as fuck. I'm sorry.
Aw, I'm so
Oh, okay,
sorry.
well,
Aw.
I get that.
That's a little blankie for a little cat. I want to get a little blankie and wrap you in it.
Gundam is gonna have thicker thighs. It's gonna be okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
I just looked over and see this little shit running around. I love it.
Yeah, just don't fucking get in my way. I'm the boss.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's just
Ah, Gundam Boss Baby.
too much.
Gundam Boss Baby. I have never seen those movies.
Me
They
either.
look very cursed.
Oh, 100%.
Let's see.
Cursed, but I have heard good things, so I don't really know.
For melee.
It's super funny.
One of these melee should be level 50. Where is it? Yeah, there we go.
Honestly, it's about my right place for the knee. That's pretty cool.
Okay. We want to... Where did all these things go?
They're hiding.
Oh, they're still... Oh, I see. You know what? I'm just gonna literally just slowly push that inside of them.
Yep, buddy.
I didn't think before I said that, okay?
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna let it go, Retzel.
No, I can't let it go. Also, somebody in chat, can you all do me a favor and clip that for me?
Oh no. No, wait, no, not C. X, thank you. Gosh. Yeah, that's a better idea.
Okay, he's almost done.
We're actually just gonna like delete a lot of the mesh for this one.
Oh, okay. I like the boosters I just put on this thing.
Yeah?
And you know how I said it was going to be 7100 attack?
Yeah.
The game lied to me. It's 8100.
Oh my.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's kind of gross. I'm kind of here for it. The question is, can I get this thing to be level 50 and see what happens?
How do you feel about the giant head?
Perfect.
I can make it smaller.
No, I like it. It's perfect. It's like an SD Gundam now.
Yeah.
It works.
Okay. And then we're gonna remove this arm. We don't need it. We're actually gonna take this in a slight bit.
Okay. Synthesize. We're gonna max out this one's level.
Yeet.
Okay. Then we're going
We should check to see if the, like, you know, it says, like, attack power left close range weapon and right close range weapon.
Yeah.
Definitely the melee is both left and right. I really wonder if it stacks.
Yeah, well, that would be my hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
That would
now-
make sense.
Actually, let's redo that again. I think it'll look weirder if I undo it. So we're gonna keep it like that. Okay.
Alright. And because it applied the paint, I don't have to paint him, so I'm gonna put some blueprints that way I can save this little man, and he's gonna be my little baby man.
Okay. Just under 8300 attack.
Hello.
The melee weapon has just under 8300 attack.
Oh, that's good, right?
It's gross.
Arm is down.
Okay, cool.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, for example, my... Where's my big fucking beam sword thing?
Hey, Are you nerds bullying each other?
They always bully each other.
I mean, to be fair, it's Peyton and Jess, and I'm just kind of used to that by now.
Oh, true. This guy's even less combat viable right now, but I'm gonna take him to battle anyway because he has what he needs. Okay, you're just gonna have to revive me a lot, but pay attention because
That's fine.
I'm really little.
Okay. I just need to look for one specific thing, and then I'll be set.
Yeah.
I'm
just watching what I do. Wait, what happened? You're next. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna make fun of my knees. No.
Okay, I'm ready to punch things in face now.
Good.
I go back to
Where is you? There you are.
I'm punching things now.
Hey yo, listen up. I'm the boss. I'm a little baby man. Look at this beautiful little baby man. Look at him.
You're the size of my foot. Actually, no, you're like you're literally right up to my kneecap.
Yes.
Did the thing? What thing?
Let's fucking go.
Okay, you choose stage, and I will myrtleize things.
Yes. What difficulty do you want?
Did the clip
I'm
thing?
good with
Aw,
whatever.
thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Let's see, because
I
still need. I found a better mission
texture
for Tryon parts, because I'm still trying to get the master grade for him. So I just need to find it in here. Let's see. I think it's in this one. Am I blind? Yes, I am.
Probably.
Blind. I'm gonna put it on extreme. I'm not feeling new type would really be survivable for me in my current condition. Okay.
This is true, but it would also be funny.
It would be funny.
It's okay. I'm gonna do it the hard way.
I am ready to punch things with my drill bit.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, did Peyote we sang yeah for 4 minutes for karaoke. What's yeah?
Also, that is a crazy.
I want to do karaoke.
Yeah, we will. We'll do it. Every time I'm like, but we should do it today, and then we just don't do it. Rotate. Can I reset the image rotate? No? Okay.
I'm waiting for you to be in the floor.
Yes.
This must be the leg.
Yeah, it's the yeah song by Usher, but we only sang yeah.
Oh, I'm not familiar off the top of
Love
my
it.
head. That doesn't mean I don't know the song. How to edit textures. Thank you.
Okay, so really, aside from having the strongest melee that I have right now on this thing, I only have one other thing that really works. I'm about to show you.
Oh dear. Is it the dual nuclear bombs? I'll take that as a yes. That just flattened everything around here.
I'm confused.
Oh, it's simple. We're just defeating a bunch of these guys to try and score some better drops. It shouldn't take too long. Defeat the enemies, collect the parts.
We're gonna just start.
Also, with each hit, I'm doing anywhere between 9,000 and 12,000.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Then let's go. These might be weak enemies.
Oh, we don't have a Transformers. Ever.
What's that?
Transformers.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to be talking about that movie. Okay, so good things. Just to reiterate, good things. The artistry, like the actual design of everything, fantastic. The music was pretty passable because people who were previously involved with Transformers did the music. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where the praises stop. Because
So sound.
here, Duncan, you tell me what was your first impression when watching this movie?
first impression, I mean, a lot of things just kept the emotions evolved. I think mostly it's just confusion. A lot of the plot doesn't really make sense, and like how we get to certain places isn't really explained. Character motivations don't make any sense either, which might be the worst part. Especially for one of the key characters. So, are the spoilers done? No, Azama, we're just getting started. I'm so sorry.
No, we're gonna spoil the fuck out of this movie that's still in theaters.
Yeah, the new
I'll
one.
say this
the
much.
new one, Cabot.
It's a really, it's a family film in a sense that it's like suitable for families, but I don't know if this is like one that the whole family is gonna have fun with. I think the kids in the theater were bored.
Yeah, so one thing I noticed, because whenever we went to go see the movie, it was kind of a later showing, so there weren't many people in the audience. There were maybe like a few kids there, and I noticed that they never laughed once. I didn't hear a single laugh, and the only time I even heard any kid like exclaim anything or like show any sort of emotion was towards the end. The ending has a really cool part to it, which is just really disappointing and not what you want in this sort of thing. So, yeah. Oh man.
Okay, melee is overpowered as hell in this.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I'm using, but if I hold triangle, I grab and just like pile drive them in the ground.
Oh yeah, you're suplex.
Mhm.
Yeah. So okay, first things first. Every good joke in the movie was used like in the trailers.
Yeah, it's not a great start, to say the least.
So, like any jokes beyond what was in the trailer, you're not going to see them. They're all there. But we can. Okay. So to give a brief plot synopsis, right? And I really mean brief. Like what we told you, Azama, Ratzel. We're gonna try to like cliff notes that. Okay, so movie starts. Orion Pax is sneaking into a thing to look at an old archive that's talking about the history of Cybertron. Really liked it because it gave us a brief rundown of the universe, but in a way that's like it's in the universe. He's watching a data file. That's
Patricia said goodnight.
So that's done really well. And then he gets caught and he runs away from the RoboCops, and you get a nice sequence where it shows him like going through the city. He's kind of like parkouring through it, and like random passersby like on like one of the trains, they like, oh, it's Orion Pax. So, like they know him.
I thought
well
it was
enough.
cute that even the people within the city know who he is because he's already in the trouble. I thought that was like a cute way to like show he's noteworthy. Yeah. So it's cool, and then he finally meets up with his buddy D16, who is of course Megatron. And we find out, they're miners. They mine energon, and the reason they mine energon is because, as we were told in the thing, the exposition thingy, that the planet doesn't produce energon because the original primes died, and the matrix of leadership, which is what makes energon flow, went missing. So, and they've been fighting the Quintessons, this alien race on the surface of the planet to try to get the matrix back. So in the meantime, though, there's a whole worker class who they work in the mines, they mine energon, and then bring it to processing facilities and everything, so it can be brought to the surface to help the war effort. So the key thing about the miners is that none of them have T-cogs, which are like the organ required to transform, and it's kind of like a class thing. Like it's just because they're miners, they don't need iodide. I thought it was more like because they were born without T-cogs, they were sentenced to like work in the mines.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't have the ability to do much else.
Yeah.
Is the idea.
All right, I'm about ready to fucking.
So is it we reboot Transformers to be? Did you read that?
No, I didn't. I can't.
Azama says so is So it's we reboot Transformers to be a cool and hip with the kids and tell a totally stupid story instead of making a good movie with original material.
Not exactly.
It's not even that. It's you're kind of going through the whole thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was gonna let you finish.
Okay.
It's
so we get into the mines. We meet Alita 1, who's like the mining shift leader, and they kind of have this like kind of camaraderie with her. That's like, you know, like she's the best, you know, all that shit. And then a big part of the mine caves in, and Jazz gets stuck, and Optimus Prime, or sorry, Orion Pax is there with D16, and like, we're gonna save Jazz, and we're gonna even though Alita 1 tells them to abandon him. But instead they save Jazz, and then the mine collapses, and the big guard robot punishes Alita 1 by demoting her. This is where some weird stuff starts. There's a really weird emphasis on like promotions and stuff that only really gets mentioned with Alita, and it's not like a consistent thing in the story.
like it can be assumed that people want to be promoted, but it's not like.
But they like specifically they mention like, oh, you don't have many options, and it's just a lot of really weird dialogue around this concept that then just disappears for a while. So there's that, and then of course she gets demoted, and she's really pissed, and she says this line that initially it kind of caught me off guard, just because of the weird delivery on it, and just the weird way it's said. She's basically like, think twice next time before ruining someone's life, and it just something about that kind of felt off to me, but I didn't think too much of it, because I thought you know, maybe it's just like it was like a quirk of the writing at that point. You know, maybe it's not going to be that way the whole way through. So that scene passes, and you know, the leader of the planet, Sentinel Prime, he's been fighting a war on the surface for ages against the Quintessons, and he gives a report that they haven't found the Matrix yet. So but to show, you know, to basically thank all the miners for their hard work, they get all classes get the day off, and they get to enjoy the Iacon 5000, which is like a big race that they have in the city, just a kind of like a big sports event. And I can't get out of this bomb. I'm probably gonna die.
Don't die.
So they have this big race, and Orion Pax is like, but what if we went in the race for the, you know, for the miners, and we win and stuff? That would be really cool. That would really impress Sentinel Prime. I died.
And you're up.
Yay! Thank you.
Cool.
So like, you know, what if we did that? It's a chance to prove ourselves and to show that we're worth it. There's something that's, you know, our lives have meaning and shit. So.
Megatron's kind of like, I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, thank you for filling. Yeah, please fill in the parts that I forget to mention, okay? Because I don't want to keep having to go back.
My best.
Thank you. So yeah, so the whole time Megatron's like, no, I don't want to do it. We need to stay in our lane. We need to follow rules and shit. He's very like by the books for it. And then what happens is the next day they're like, oh, we're gonna do the race. It's gonna be a good time. Everyone's gonna have a good time. And then Orion Pax is like, well, I got special seats. You're gonna love it. By the way, it should be mentioned that there's so many parts in this early part of the movie where they have these really. I tried to go Trans Am and I got fucking ran over. So many times in this movie where they have a moment where it's like it's not like naturally in the story that Orion Pax and D16 are like we're best friends. We'll always have each other's back.
Probably sound better with us just talking about it, because a lot of this movie felt like first ideas, they just wrote them down and then never like elaborated.
Yeah.
So like they knew that they wanted them to be friends, but they never put in the effort to like make them friends.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Whoop, that's right. There's no furniture.
So he shows them special seats they found. Like basically it's a a thing where basically they go through a bunch of tunnel things and they end up at the starting line for the race. And he's like, I got the best seats in the house. And D16's like, oh, thanks, man. You know, you and I, we're best friends. We're always going to have each other's backs. You know, it happens again. I died.
I got you in a second.
Yeah, we gotta wait a minute to stop to continue talking about this shit. Because I actually just can't right now.
Okay.
I'm already dead again.
Yeah, I kind of revived you, and they just decided to be like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you again, okay? Hello?
Pretty much, yeah.
Here, real quick.
Oh, no.
Here, I'm dead again. Here. If you don't mind reviving me, let's focus fire on Granddaddy real quick.
Yeet.
And then just get him taken care of. That way it's a little bit easier.
Oh, he's about to fall.
Yeah, we gotta finish fight.
Yeah, let's just... I got him aggroed for some reason. Oh, there actually is a type of aggro system in this. I keep forgetting.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a hate system.
Well, I really fucking hate this guy.
Okay, 1 bar left. He's falling. He'll be dead in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, kill him. Beat his ass without the B.
Okay.
Okay, he's dead. Time to murder unicorn. Ah, motherfucker, get back here.
There we go.
Alright.
Now it's moving. CLD
I like how she said now it's moving and we just knocked the motherfucker on the ground.
Yeah.
The timing.
Well, actually, you know what?
God, we're just really up this guy's ass like chicken strips.
We're gonna. Okay, we'll just adjust that.
Ah, you son of a bitch with your stupid ass fucking.
No,
Nah,
son of a
back here.
bitch. You killed my daughter.
Ow.
Kill my daughter.
I don't fucking know.
What?
I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.
I mean, to be fair, you're basically talking about like technical yeehaw stuff and like potentially country songs, and those make little to no sense. You may die. It's fine.
Fuck your
Good
chicken
guy.
strip!
Did he murder? He murdered. God damn
I
it.
got murder again.
Ow.
Fucking stop.
Fucking hell. He didn't do it back. Ow! What a fucking. Ow! Stop it. I'm not taking any damage, but still stop it.
Ow, fuck.
He really doesn't like you, does he?
No, I guess I have a lot of hate. I have like a high hate stat on this shit. Who knows?
What option part things do you have on? Like the things that increase like health and all that other shit? Do you have any that gives you hate up?
I don't. Oh, those no.
Okay.
Think about it. I really thought you were gonna go those. Yeah, but don't worry about it. It's
I was waiting for it to. It's like, yeah, it's fine. Fall over,
I
you
do
son of a
love
bitch.
these atomic bazookas.
Yeah, those are a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're dead. Also, the simple like 2 light attack and then heavy attack with this melee is like a. I basically turned it to Chun-Li with kicking for the 3rd hit, and it's kind of dumb.
Do you have kung fu, or yeah? Do you have like the kung fu, or do you have like the melee?
It says melee, but I'm assuming it's the kung fu one.
No, it's melee. Melee is just regular. That's the one I've been using for that basically the whole time, which is great. Yeah. Okay. Game, please. Game, please. Okay, sorry. So now the mission's done. Okay. So they watch the race and he's like, "Oh my god, I love you, Orion Pax. You're so cool. Thank you for being my best friend."
The race is about to start.
It's about to start. Yes.
Yeah.
So they got to watch it. They got them like the best seats. But then he puts a jetpack on D16's back. He's like, "Why are we getting jetpacks?" And then they basically crash the race. And whatchamacallit, they decide to like let them race anyway instead of kicking them out, but of course, you know, they don't have flight modes or anything. They just have these jetpacks. They do the race. They end up getting really close to winning, and then D16 gets injured, and they don't finish. But what happens is Sentinel Prime is real impressed with them. And he's like, I want you, since you did your stunt, the miners have been working like 3 times as hard, you know? So I want you to keep doing that. You know, I want you to go around the mines and like inspire people. You're kind of cool. And they do that.
Yeah, it's made very clear that the characters want recognition from Sentinel. Like, it's a big deal that they're getting recognition.
They do that.
Say that much.
So they do that, but then the robot that fired Alita 1 in you know, earlier, like, then takes them down to like the pits of the planet where they get to meet Bumblebee and work in the trash sorting thing.
As like a punishment.
As like a punishment. But the thing is, there's some weirdness with that, and we'll get to that later. But so also, are you ready to do a mission or?
Yeah, I was going through and adding parts together real quick for the new stuff.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready and we can start it.
Oh yeah, go ahead and start it up. I'm just smashing stuff together real quick to
Gotcha.
stronger.
I'm just smashing. They got daddy issues, got it. That's a way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. I want to try that mission one more time just to see if I can get some more try-on parts.
Oh, put it on new type since you're using your main?
Yeah, we're going to put it on new type.
Oh, and don't forget to use a booster.
Oh. Where do I do that? How do I do that?
Push the right stick in.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you just put it in. If you look at the top right, it'll say new type, but it'll have like a little red card next to it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right,
and now you just go in. Yep.
It's supposed to be the whole arm.
Okay, so let's start.
So I guess.
Bearhead Robo, I want to put it on a Zaku body. Yeah, you should definitely do that. Okay, so they're thrown down there with, and they meet Bumblebee, but he's called B127, but it's B. We call him B throughout the movie. He's very lonely. He says all his jokes, and I do think one of the funnier things is that he like built friends, or like out of trash. And there's one joke that wasn't in the trailer that was there. That was, I actually did like when he was like talking, like, you think he's talking to Orion Pax, but he's like, no, I'm saying that to Steve. Like one of the trash things he made. But anyway, Optimus accidentally breaks one of them, but then inside of its head was a little nugget thing that has a message from Alpha Trion, one of the primes, and a set of coordinates to come help them. My brain heard they meet Bumblefuck, and I mean, kinda.
I mean, yeah.
Bumblefuck. I'm rumpled foreskin. Sorry.
Ew.
No.
But yeah. Anyway, so they meet Bumblebee. They find this little speck that has like the thing, and Orion Pax is like, this could be where the Matrix is.
Okay. All right.
What?
So he knocks the head off of one of his friends.
I just said this, yes.
And out of it pops
the little nugget that has the little message in it.
Yeah, it's like the thing from Star Wars.
Yes.
The hologram.
Yes, that is what I said.
That's what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's so.
Okay, just making sure that's clear.
Yes, I said
like
the
an
thing.
You didn't say hologram,
later.
you just said it was a thing that had a message.
Yeah, it had well, okay, yeah, I didn't say. Get the fucking idea. Okay, listen. The point is,
I don't know stuff.
There's a message in it, and the Orion Pack's like, this is where the Matrix could be. Let's go to the surface and get it. And Megatron's like, no way. This is like the worst idea ever. And then this is the part where before things were a little weird for me about this movie, like some of the details. Fuck. But it was the precise moment where I was like, wait, something's not right with this movie. And that's because in this scene, I need to describe this to you. Orion Pax, there is no cuts, like no change in view or anything like that. It is just all one scene, and it happens in a matter of seconds, where Orion Pax is like, let's go do this thing to go get the Matrix. D16 says no. And then he's like, wouldn't it be great if you delivered the Matrix to Sentinel yourself? And then he like chuckles and says, all right, I'm in. That is it. There's just something about that that's so clunky and jarring to me, because there's no, like, you don't see a shift in his face where he like thinks about it and then does it. He just says, let's do this thing. No. But what if we did it? Yes. That's how it felt.
It's interesting because thinking about it now, it's like Optimus's goals and objectives are pretty obvious, right? We start out the movie where he's looking at all the archives and he's clearly looking to find more information about the Matrix leadership, right? Like, we clearly see that he wants to make his friend happy. We clearly see that, you know, like, Optimus's motivations are very clear. Megatron's contradict themselves the entire movie. The whole movie, and that sucks because he's our main villain.
Well, he's not our main villain throughout the movie. He becomes the villain in the last act.
But he is the opposing force to Optimus Prime.
After.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's such an important part, right? If it's the origin story,
We want to see him turn into a villain.
we want to see why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's...
also, can I say something really quick about this?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen it, obviously. I've only heard you guys talk about it the other day and today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. I honestly am loving it. But the more I think about it, like you're saying, like, Megatron technically is the opposite of Optimus even before he becomes Megatron. Just because Optimus is like, we're gonna just fucking do it, whatever. And it seems like Megatron, D16, wants to be more follow the rules, you know, keep nose down, not, you know, fuck with shit. But as it goes on, he seems to, like, just flip and not give a fuck.
Yeah. They could have played into that more and made him kind of be upset, because it's like, we always go with what you do, bro. You know, and even then, that still wouldn't save it, but at least be something, right? Yeah. Basically, Cabot. Yeah.
Love that.
So what happens then is that they go to the surface, and there's a train, like they're going to go to the surface on one of the waste disposal trains, and Alita 1 just so happens to be one of the people who's like loading the train, and she's checking it out at the very last moment, and everything, sees that someone's inside the train and it's them, and she tries to kick their ass, but then the door closes in the train before she can like alert anyone, and she gets taken to the surface with them. They get to the surface and it's really cool and stuff, but then they find out that the surface of the planet like shifts, like it changes shape all the time, which kind of makes sense because it's made the lore is that Primus basically gave up his like life to become the planet they live on, and so it makes sense that a giant transformer would be like a giant transforming planet. So you know that part works, but the planet shifting crashes the train, and then they have to continue their journey on foot. They get I guess you could say like tracked down by what's established as a Quintesson ship. They escape it, and then they're just suddenly at the location of the coordinates. They find a tomb with all the dead primes, and then they find that there's one of them, like he's like in stasis, but his his spark is still lit, right? And that's Alpha Trion. They bring Alpha Trion back to life by giving him some energon, and Alpha Trion, they basically start explaining like, oh hey, we came to save you, it's been a really long time and stuff, and we're here to save you, bring the Matrix back to Sentinel. But Alpha Trion's super duper confused because he's like no, Sentinel's like the enemy, and he's like, why don't you have T-Cogs? He's like, well, we were born without him. And then he uses his magic power. Like, this isn't, to me, this kind of stuff doesn't bother me, because, you know, I like that the original primes are kind of like mystical and shit.
I just thought it was interesting because
Yeah.
I haven't really seen that before.
Yeah, they're kind of magical.
Yeah, like actually magical.
Yeah. So Alpha Trion does like this magic hologram thing, like hologram sand, to show them like what actually happened. And basically, Sentinel was their clerk, or like their assistant guy. And he basically sold them out to the Quintessons and had like a whole horde of Quintessons basically trap them in the tomb thing and then kill them. And Alpha Trion just managed barely to like stop, like put himself in the stasis so he could pretend to be dead until someone eventually like saves him. He sent out like a murder. It's a little convoluted, but again, not even the worst part of this writing, right?
It was, I would say, fairly standard.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. I don't know. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
That shit happens in movies all the time. Like I wasn't, upset.
Basically, they learned everything was a lie. A Sentinel made like a deal with the Quintessons. He helped personally kill a bunch of the Primes, and he's a big stupid doo-doo head. So, and then again, one of these scenes I want to point out is that just to show how weird the writing is that we get a scene where 3 of the characters in the same scene, they all say the same shit, but in slightly different ways, and it's that they can't believe it. They can't believe it. And it's just I
think it's the worst scene of the movie.
Yes.
Where it just they all stand in a circle and say they can't believe it. No camera angle change, no anything, just in different ways.
Yeah, just
how
I can't
much
believe
they
it.
can't believe that Sentinel has betrayed them.
Yeah.
And it's like every character has to say it that's in the scene, and like I don't know, it just seemed really annoying and weird.
So what Sentinel what Alpha Trion decides is that they can take the truth to Cybertronians and to do it he gives them T-Cogs from some of the primes, which gives them not only the ability to transform, but also makes them bigger and makes them kind of gives them a few of those primes abilities, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a really cool idea.
The fact that T-Cogs contain like special abilities,
like
so you can like put them together and like make something.
If
cool.
you made
like,
more of these movies, then they could bring back one of the most awkward things about G1 was that some Transformers had superpowers and some didn't.
Yeah.
Like Skywarp could just teleport. That's just a thing he can do, right? Like it is really weird, and it rarely ever comes up in later iterations. But or like Mirage can turn invisible and shit. Oh.
Yeah, more into that, right?
Good,
they even bring up
I'm
like the one prime that is still left. I forget his name.
Alpha Trion.
Yeah, so Alpha Trion, his T-Cog lets him turn into basically...
He has a beast mode.
A beast mode, which is really cool.
Fucking
so it's almost
let
like,
me target Granddaddy.
Just a type of Transformer in this world? Like, it's really interesting. I think it'd be cool to see them do more with that.
Ow.
That hurt.
That hurt. So, he gets like he turns into like this really cool like wolf thing.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, just Alpha Trion has been kind of fluid in how they depict him throughout different versions. He's supposed to be like a wise old man, but this is the first one where he's still the wise old man, but they just the idea of having him be a beast former a beast mode transformer or whatever, like that's a really cool idea that we haven't done that because originally it was like Onyx Prime or something that was like the beast mode guy. So neat stuff, neat ideas. Oh fuck. Okay.
I'm just gonna remove that middle articulation entirely.
Sorry. So anyway, so what happens is right as they get their new abilities and stuff, they see Sentinel meet with a group of Quintessons and exchange Energon, and it turns out that he didn't have enough Energon, they wanted more. So he's like, I promise we'll get more, and he's like, make the miners work triple shifts, no breaks. And Oh yeah, he's dead. This guy's fucking dying. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Unicorn.
No, that's good. I got it. And go back. Oh, you can't go away.
Okay, has been saved. Thank you, Cupid.
Yeah. God damn it. God damn it, game. God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Hmm.
At least he damaged me so I get my awaken back. So, okay. So, he, so what happens is that the Sentinel, arrives and, you know, all the shit I just said, you know, the Sentinel's like, make them work triple shifts and shit. And then, they end up, capturing, or, sorry, they end up, catching them. Or not catching, sorry, I'm having such a hard time focusing. They end up, like, hearing them, and they figure out where they are. Which begs the question, if Sentinel purposefully killed the Primes, maybe shouldn't we keep the death tomb of the Primes a little bit more, like, well guarded or stuff? Because it's like it's like a dome in the middle of nowhere.
Or at the very least, like, bury the fucking thing or something.
Yeah. So what happens is they notice them because they hear one of them say something, and then they go in to attack them, and Alpha Trion fights off Sentinel's goons while the others like learn how to transform, and then they escape. And along the way, one guy's about to fucking kill Optimus, and then Megatron fucking blasts him in a tank mode. And the weird thing is that, like, in this scene, you can see Orion Pax, like, he, like straight up, like, rips a dude's arm off or whatever. But he gets really shocked whenever D16, like, kills one of these guard things. And it's a really weird part of the movie. This idea that Orion Pax is like, man, you don't have to kill him and everything. It's like, you literally just fucking did that. And, like, Bumblebee's even worse. Bumblebee, like, finds out he has knife hands and then, like, cuts several dudes in half.
It's also played as, like, a gag, too.
Yeah.
It's just...
So there's a lot of whiplash with that.
I don't mind that happens. I just think it's weird that Optimus is trying to, like, go after friggin' Megatron.
He doesn't ever goes after him, but he definitely judges him. Like, he's like, you know, he's trying to, like... Yeah. He tries to, like, morally, like... It's suggested that he's watching the moral downfall of his friend, which I think they were intending. But if I had knife hands, I'd do the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, so they escape, and then, literally, like, a scene later, they get ambushed by these random Transformers, and then when they wake up, they find out it's the Cybertronian High Guard led by Starscream, voiced by Steve Buscemi. And basically they're told, you know, tell us some shit about Sentinel, and maybe we'll let you live. Isn't Bumblebee? No, Bumblebee's in this one is like a worker. It's like a worker robot.
Yeah, different continuities, different things.
Yeah. So, so they have a scene where Starscream's like saying, we'll give you a quick death if you tell us all the shit we want to know, and if not, we'll rip you apart and make sure you feel it, you know. Why they do my mans like that? Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So all of them are workers at the beginning of the story. Like, that's not the bad part. The bad part is, you know, just how the plot gets from, like, place to place. It's just really weird. There's, like, ideas but no connective tissue, and I'll get to that. But I just want to really quick just finish up the synopsis. So, and also, Russell, let me know when you want to go.
Yeah, just go ahead and queue stuff up. I'm putzing around with a couple things real quick, but then I should be good.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the mission desk.
We'll do. Fuck it. We'll do this one. So they're they're negotiating with Starscream, and D16 says it's just he gets up out of it and he like releases himself. He's not like restrained or anything. They just kind of have them at bay, but he starts walking away. And oh, you're ready up. Okay. He starts walking away, and Starscream's like, "Where do you think you're going?" He's like, "I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not gonna sit back like a little baby bitch and just take little pot shots." He doesn't say it in those exact words, but that's basically what's being said.
Basically what he's
I'm not gonna be a little bitch boy who like hits and runs, you know.
Oh, I think we forgot something really important.
What's that?
After they find out that Sentinel is the villain, Megatron proposes that they go back to the city and just try to forget that all this happened.
Yes.
And then, literally 2 lines later, he's like, "I'm so mad, I could kill him. Let's go after him." Like, it's so weird.
Oh, no, okay, Orion Pax is like, "Don't you want to stop him?" And he's like, "I want to kill him." You know, and I get what they're going for with that. It's really fucking confusing.
Yes.
It's sending different signals, because he's like, "Oh, I want to stay in my lane and shit, but then also I want to murder the guy," and it's just really weird. So sorry, that did happen. So
Sorry,
fast forward to
thought that was
no, that's okay.
important.
That's okay. That's why I appreciate it. Yeah, I thought the comics was a fighter with Optimus, so I got confused. Yeah, so they fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot to do the special thing, the breaker thing.
So yeah, the whole thing, we meet Starscream and some of the other to-be Decepticons.
Yeah, so these are, obviously, that's like Shockwave and Soundwave and all them.
Yeah.
So he's walking away, he's like, "I'm not gonna be a little bitch boy," and Starscream's like, "You dare insult me?" And then they fight, but then Megatron kicks the shit out of him, he fucks up his voice, and he's about to, like, kill him. And then we cut to Orion Pax's face, and he's making this really disappointed, sad face that looks like he would be saying no.
And it happens constantly.
It happens from this point forward. It happens multiple times, and so they're gonna get together, but then they get attacked by Sentinel's forces again. And it leads to another fucking amazing fight scene, by the way. Like, it looked incredible. Really good fight choreography in this movie. And then it ends with basically B and D16 get captured. Orion Pax and Elita 1 remain in the little hideout place. And what happens is that they get the High Guard to agree to go to the city to save their friends, which is really fucking weird, because they're like, the way Orion Pax puts is like, they have my friends and we need to save them. We're gonna go to Iacon and stuff and everything. Whenever these guys like clearly don't have any allegiance to him or not. And there's this really weird kind of like pep talk that Elita 1 gives Orion, where she starts it with, "I'm better than you," and then just kind of keeps prattling on about this. The point of the speech is that she says, "I'm better than you, but you inspire people." That's literally the point. You can inspire people to do cool shit, and the thing is just we take forever in this little speech to get to that conclusion. It's just in the most clunky and weird way possible. And so they rally everybody to go save the day. Meanwhile, D16 and B are like actually taken to Sentinel, and he does like the whole bad guy things, like, "Well, shit, you find..." Oh, before that happens, they didn't kill Alpha Trion, but they captured him, and they were interrogating him. And when they're interrogating Alpha Trion, basically he says, I want to know like everything you know about the stuff and everything. And basically he tells him, Alpha Trion's just like, "You're not gonna win. You're never gonna rule people and shit." And then he kills him, and it's probably one of the few jokes in the movie, or it's not even a joke, it's just like an actual like decent villain moment, because he says, I always hated your speeches and shit and everything." and then he starts to tell him like, you'll never lead, you'll never rule them forever because of some people stand up, yada yada, blah blah blah. And halfway through that, he just straight up decapitates him and just says, "I just said I hate your speeches." Like, yeah.
Good moment we could actually see the characterization.
Yeah, he's played by Don Draper from Mad Men, by the way. Good lord, we'll get to that shit. But anyway, so they kill Alphatron, and then they have D16 be like in a group of other Transformers who are gonna get executed and shit. And D16 is just being real defiant. And one of the things that is introduced early on is that D16's like a huge nerd for Megatronus, one of the 13 primes. So much that they have like these stickers of like their symbols and
almost like merch.
Yeah, it's like
they
merch.
Have like merch for the different primes.
Which mind you, I don't think that this is a society with currency. It's never established that way.
Cute.
It is cute. I won't lie, it is cute. But the thing is, we are shown this early on in the movie, and later on at this, you get to this scene and he sees, oh, you're wearing the Megatronus's insignia, which looks like the Decepticon signal, or like the classic Decepticon thing, right? He says, why don't we make it permanent? And he like burns the Decepticon symbol into D16's chest. And D16 basically, even though his hands are like bound, he keeps standing up every time like Sentinel like hits him and shit. He just keeps getting angrier and angrier. And then Orion Pax makes it back to Cybertron, meets with all the worker robots, and says, "Hey, we've been lied to." And it's actually a decent part. Like, this part of the movie actually wasn't that bad, because he's just talking to all the mining robots, and he says, he lied to us, but we have a chance to set everything right, And he does something that I think is really, really cool. He gets down on his knees to be at their height, even though he's taller than them now. Like, he tries to see them, like put himself to their height to be equal with them. And, it's really cool. It's a cool idea. I'm gonna kill this little guy real quick.
Yeah, again, I feel like Optimus, his motivations are a little bit more understandable throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, they were more consistent.
Yeah.
So they have a big speech, and they rally up the miners. The miners get all their mining equipment, and they join in the fight with the High Guard to take down Sentinel Prime. And then while D16 starts, they break him out. They kill Arachnid, who is a character throughout this, and we'll get to her in a little bit. But they kind of like knock her, or they like incapacitate her.
Yeah, they
and it's important because she has like a bunch of surveillance shit, and she like sees a bunch of stuff. So while D16 is fighting Sentinel Prime, other thing to mention, Sentinel Prime, he's like, oh, you like Megatronus so much? He was the biggest and the strongest. That's why I took his T-Cog for myself.
When I killed him. Like...
When I killed him. Huh? Fan of this guy? Oh, it's ads.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait.
Stop
talking!
Ads, stop talking. Damn.
Are you done with...
Okay. Let's see. How about now? Does this look...
Okay. Okay, so, sorry, just to recap, Arachnid is a character that we'll explain, but for the time being, she's like Sentinel Prime's the right-hand person, and surveillance person. She has like a bunch of eyeballs, and she's like, I see everything, So,
definitely not the bad guy.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll explain that in a minute. Okay? We're getting ahead of ourselves. Okay, so they incapacitate her, and meanwhile, while Sentinel fights D16, Bumblebee and Alita 1 and Orion Pax try to get a big broadcast going so that they can show the world, or show Iacon. Show Icon like the truth and everything, right? So they're gonna patch her memories through the thing so that everybody can see it. So, the thing I was saying before is that I don't give a shit about your fucking fake fight.
Mm-hmm.
I
Such
will
an
mess
annoying
you
part
up.
of this stage.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's for the best.
Yeah. Anyway, she's like, so before the fight started with D16 and Sentinel Prime, there was like a part where he's like, "Oh, you love Megatronus? I did too. He's the biggest and the strongest. That's why I took his T-Cog when I killed him." Right. So D16 gets freed and they have a big fight. It's going on in the middle of this. Oh my god! I want to fucking melt someone's face off. It's just so hard for me to keep fucking focus. So D16 fights Sentinel. He's being real brutal, and you know, it's just cool fights happening all around. And what happens is, it gets to a point where Orion can join D16, but when he finds him, he's about to kill Sentinel, and they show everybody the truth, and everybody gets to see it, and you know, icons on. Sorry, I just want these people to stop talking while I'm playing. You know, everybody sees the truth, so now all the minor robots and all the other robots are united and stuff. And then, you know, Orion Pax goes to fight Sentinel. Sees that D16 is about to kill him, and he stops him. He says, "No, we don't have to rebuild the city with the act of murder or something, right? Even though they've been killing dudes left and right this whole time."
Yeah, this guy in particular, just not him.
Yeah. He's like, yeah,
Not
the
the
one
main
who is
villain.
like, the main villain. No, we can spare him. All these little lackeys and stuff, nah.
Nah.
Who are-
Sorry, just kind of bothered me. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
And so he's like, well, I'm gonna kill him. I want to. He deserves to die. And then Orion basically takes the fucking shot for Sentinel and it's brutal. He gets like his like left arm and like part of his torso like blown completely off, and then he starts to fall into this big pit. And when he does, D16 he catches him. And he's like, no. He's like, he's really sad because, you know, it's still his friend. He's like, no. And he's like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. And then Orion looks at him, and he literally all he says is just, D, no. And then he kind of has this like, the only inner contemplation you see this character do. And then he closes his eyes and he opens them, and they're red, and he says, I'm done saving you. And then he lets his ass fall into the pit, right?
Which, by the way, makes no sense.
That line makes no fucking sense.
No sense at all.
Because he hasn't. There's one point in the movie where he takes a hit for Orion Pax, but otherwise it's mostly just been him like saying, no, I don't want to do a thing you want to do, and then doing it anyway, right?
Right.
So, you know, so Orion Pax falls all the way down, and he falls all the way down to the spark of, like, the core of the planet, the spark of Primus. And they mentioned earlier that the reason that Sentinel Prime couldn't have the Matrix whenever he killed everybody for it was because the only one who can have the Matrix is someone Primus chooses. And so it just, like, it turned into dust in his hands. So when I got it queued up whenever you're ready, by the way.
Okay, I'm just buying some kits that I don't have all the parts for.
Yeah, go for it. So Orion Pax falls all the way down. It's actually a really cool sequence. He falls all the way to the bottom, and then he is revived by Primus, and Primus gives Primus gives him the Matrix, and then that makes him Optimus Prime. And then he shoots him like a meteor all the way back up to the planet, and he is showing, like, as he's falling, it's supposed to be subtle, but it's really not. He falls, and you see Megatron in, like, slow motion is, like, murdering Sentinel Prime, and he, like, rips him in half, like, literally, like, grabs him.
It's really brutal.
It's really brutal,
but it's cool.
I don't want you to be frustrated while you oh, I'm sorry, Cabot. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get so, like,
See, I know whenever you say stuff like that, you're just like.
All right, I'll finish up the synopsis so I can talk about it. Okay. The point is, we see he kills Sentinel and then he announces himself as Megatron, and then Optimus gets revived, he gets shot back to the surface of the planet, and as he stops Megatron from killing Bumblebee and Alita 1. And can we please stop talking, screen? Oh, I can just walk away from it. Okay. And so he stops Megatron from killing them, and then has this really awesome fight with Megatron where they both get to use their new powers, and it shows that the Matrix has given him some new special abilities and shit. And the fight, it ends with him like making short work of like all the future Decepticons, and he almost he heavily damages Megatron, but instead of killing him, or instead of what I thought he was going to try to do, which was like imprison him, instead he tells him to just leave the city. And Megatron does that and says this isn't over, that he'll be back, and he leaves, and then he uses the Matrix to restore Energon to the planet, so now they have a constant supply of Energon, and now they can survive and shit. So the movie ends with Optimus promoting Alita 1 to a commander position, and it's really weird that we dropped that early in the movie and then it just randomly gets brought up by the end of it. And it ends with them dubbing them Autobots because they're autonomous now, and it shows them like getting onto the surface of the planet and bringing the fight to the Quintessons. And it ends, I get a really bad sense of whiplash when I read the credits of the movie, and I discover that this was produced by Steven Spielberg and Michael Bay. But I'm pretty sure, I'm starting to think that their credits are only on the movies because technically it's like some deal that they made with I guess DreamWorks or whatever. Either way, there's some really weird credits, and then it ends, and we get the last like end of movie scene where Megatron says because they were born out of Sentinel's deception, now they're Decepticons. So, and then truly the movie has officially ended. Okay, let's go beat shut up while I talk about why this movie's bad.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot to talk about.
Okay, so first thing, I want to start, my darling.
Yeah.
Please, my love. Tell me what grievances you have with this film.
I think I've already talked about probably my biggest issue, which is just Megatron's characterization is really bad throughout the whole movie. It's really, really bad.
Wait, are we doing the same mission again?
Ugh.
Did I
I
screw
don't think
up?
so.
Oh, okay.
Ow.
All right, go ahead.
Ugh. No, you're okay.
Proud of me. Thank you, Cabin. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I bugged you that much.
But yeah, Megatron's characterization is really bad. There's a lot of like, it feels like
it's Megatron.
I don't even know. It doesn't even feel like the same person was writing him. It feels like there was like 3 different scripts that got like jumbled together because his motivations make no sense, and he's the only character whose motivations don't make sense.
Yeah. So the thing I didn't mention through the synopsis that I gave is that throughout the movie there isn't a natural progression to Megatron turning evil, or at least being okay with destruction. He just it just starts happening, and just out of nowhere he starts shifting character. Like there's one part where he takes the Orion Pax has like the big shiny the thing that has like the coordinates, right? And then and later on it has it still has like the message from Alpha Trion so they can bring it back and show everyone, right? So Orion Pax originally has it, but then Megatron kind of takes it from him, and he's like, oh well, I was gonna do that, but you know what, okay. So later on Megatron's kind of being a little more like weird, a little more aggressive and stuff, and then Orion like sees him spilling the magic sand out of it. He's like, hey, but we should be careful with that. And he's like, I got it. And he's like, well, yeah, I can hold it. And he's like, and he just really aggressively like looks at him and says, I got it. and it's just again, if there was some build up to it, that would be fine. It just kind of comes out of nowhere, and this is the main thing I say when like we're missing connective tissue.
Yeah.
It feels like we have all the base components for a story, but we don't have the things that like we have all of the scenes, but none of the rising actions to get to those points.
Whenever we were discussing it the other night, you compared it to Jeff the Killer, where it's sort of like
Megatron just gets a feeling.
He just like gets a feeling, but I would argue that the movie does even less than Jeff the Killer.
So
but it's very similar in structure, where suddenly we're just like we're at places, and we're just suddenly things are just happening, and suddenly these guys show up. Like it's just
So what happened? Well, you know, my thing is with Megatron's characterization. I thought that I was going to be really annoyed by the characterization of like Bumblebee. Bumblebee actually, despite being the comedy relief, he wasn't that bad.
I actually liked him.
I didn't mind him.
I
didn't mind him at all. I thought he was okay.
This movie was worse than I thought it was going to be. So I had higher expectations than I think Mecha did. Maybe that's why it hit me a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, the killer had the bully thing that happened, so it was gradual. That is fair. Like I said, it's like less than Jeff the Killer.
Jeff the Killer, the way that they do it in that creepypasta is that it's supposed to be like it was something inside of Jeff, and then they kind of the bullies attacked him and stuff, and that kind of woke it up. Is the idea. Now, I will say this: I don't know if we have any Jeff the Killer fans in the audience. I would say anybody who really likes that creepypasta needs to go read it again, because it's very funny. Actually, Internet Historian on one of his channels. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
I definitely enjoy it. I just enjoy it differently now.
Yeah. You know? Well, I enjoy it.
So
it is funny. Okay, you should watch. So Internet Historian does a series called Sundance Rejects, where he basically with stock images recreates like fan fictions and creepypastas and stuff. And one of them he did was the Jeff the Killer one, and he got fucking Chills to voice Jeff. So he's like, Mom, I don't want to go to some kid's birthday party, you know.
Yeah, it's really good.
He's like, go to sleep. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Anyway, sorry, getting back to the focus. Megatron's characterization made no fucking sense. And the whole part where he's like, I'm done saving you, you did that once that we know of, and maybe it's implied.
Yeah, I can only think of one time.
Well, there's like the race. There's some shit that happened in the race.
Well, so the stuff that happened in the race, I don't think Megatron saved him in the race. I think Optimus saved Megatron.
No, it was the other way around.
No, I thought that the jetpack got damaged.
Orion's jetpack broke.
Was it Orion?
Yeah, that's either way. It's not the point. It's not. It was never emphasized that this was like a big action of like, oh, I have to save your ass all the time. No impression of that is ever given.
I guess it's a bigger deal in my mind because our argument is that it wasn't ever shown. So
either way, the thing is, it's just a weird thing to focus on. At that point, there's weirder stuff. So remember earlier how I said like, what's up?
I'm listening.
Oh, so remember
this
earlier?
Is loading, so.
Earlier I said that there was the part where Sentinel Prime was like, "Oh, you guys are awesome. You should go do speeches at the mines to make them work harder, and stuff." Right? So the thing is, there's a directly after that, the big meanie robot comes in and takes him down to the pits instead. I remember now. It was that Sentinel Prime says, "Oh, you guys did such a good, you guys were so inspiring and everything. I want you to use my personal care facilities to get repaired and stuff, right?"
Yeah. And
then the guy, I think his name is Darkwing. Darkwing comes in and fucking takes them down to the lower levels. And the thing is, later on, it's implied that Sentinel had ordered that. which is not what happened.
Or at least that Megatron is under the impression that that is what happened.
But there's nothing that would make him believe that.
Right.
So, in fact, in the scenes following, he's like, just wait for Sentinel to get here. Because, you know, there's been a mix-up or something. The movie seemed like it didn't... Well, okay. Once we're done talking about all this shit... Wait, Darkwing Duck is in the movie? I gotta watch it now. No,
I
not
said the same
Darkwing
thing.
Duck. Not Darkwing Duck. That would be awesome. Or stupid, or both.
Yes.
But-
how do you feel about this?
I love it. But yeah, so the thing is, you know, sorry, I'm trying to remember where I was and all that. It just doesn't make any sense, because then later on he's like, Sentinel lied to us specifically about that part, and it's like, no, the fuck he didn't. He literally, it was just the guy with the big robot was being an asshole, and it just
It's like the only thing I could see with that is him saying, you know, use my private repair center was like code or some shit to be like, yeah, fuck these guys. But
that's the thing.
That's a stretch.
Well, it is a stretch, and I'll tell you why. Because that's a good idea, and that could have worked if Darkwing were in the scene at any point up until that point, which he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
He appears directly after release. And here's the other thing. This is the other thing about the scene that was really, I think hurts the movie. So Arachnid is a character where if you look at her design, you immediately know that's a villain. She is designed in a villainous way.
Yeah.
She turns into a helicopter, but also has spider parts. And she has like 50 fucking eyes. So yeah, this is clearly an evil character. When she popped in initially into their repair bay, I thought, okay, is she like hiding from someone, or is she being real sketchy or some shit or whatever? And no, she steps aside and in comes Sentinel Prime, and I'm like, oh, he is. Any disbelief that he wasn't the villain was completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Because of course, why would a non-villain have her as his like second in command? It immediately gave it away. So, you know, this is one of the plethora of things that were kind of like just really weird choices because she's hot. I'll say this: I'm not a robosexual or anything, but I will say, whatchamacallit, I would say her Transformers Prime iteration is hotter than this one, if we're really gonna go that way. Also had a better voice, but yeah.
I will say something about that real quick.
Yeah, go for
Just
it.
a personal, like, peeve, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Just because the character's hot or something doesn't mean they're forgiven.
Oh yeah, no, but I think Cav is just being funny about that.
I don't know. I know Cabot keeps joking about that, but goddamn, the number of times I've heard, "Oh, it's fine because they're hot. I just want to like put my head through a wall."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a robosexual Mega 2024. Yeah,
Yeah, no, Cabot. I wasn't like calling you out or anything. I was just voicing my piece because goddamn, some people actually think that way, and I'm just like,
There's some people
no,
who
Cabot, you're
like
just a goober.
unironically think that. Yeah, Cabot's just a
Yeah.
little gooby. He's a little gooby guy. If evil, then why not? But yeah, so I'm not. Maybe
Cabot,
Santa
reading
will,
that gave me a stroke. What the hell is that now?
Maybe Santa will bring me a dictionary so I can understand what you just said.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so yeah, so you know, there's that issue I had with this fucking movie. But there was a larger issue throughout the whole thing. And I would like to present this in a charitable way, right? I believe that the reason, because here's the major problem that I have with this movie, more than any of the other things that I've mentioned. I haven't even talked about the voice actors or anything.
That's what's
The weirdest, the thing about this movie that really just makes me not like it is the incomprehensible way that scenes string together and dialogue is read. So, throughout the movie, there are several lines that characters say to each other, but are basically just paraphrased versions of the same thing. Like, we don't have many options, and someone's like, yeah, our options are limited. And it's just really weird non-conversational conversations going on. There's a point when when Orion Pax is trying to convince Megatron to do the race, he's like, no, we need to not do that, right? And then he's like, yeah, you're right. Maybe. And it's just the way that the exchange is had, it doesn't sound like how characters talk to each other.
It doesn't come out natural, it comes out robotic, which is kind of funny with what kind of movie it is.
Yeah, but it shouldn't.
It's very it's very utilitarian. The style of writing is utilitarian is how I would describe it. And not only that, but then combined with the fact that there's just so many. Okay, so you know how like in certain movies you can watch it and there's like plot conveniences, where like something just happens. It's like, oh, luckily this thing is here. Like, we fell down a pit, but there's this climbing thing that we have that's in perfect condition. It's like, oh yeah, convenient, right? This is like plot convenience, but without the middle thing. So it would be like we fell down a pit, but there's this climbing thing that's in perfect condition, but it just we fell down the pit and then we're just using the thing. Like, there's no description of finding the thing or anything like that. And it happened really early on, right after the Quintesson ship scene, where suddenly we're just at the dome. We're just there. We're suddenly, there wasn't like any lead up to finding it or anything like that. It was just, we were one place and now we're in this one. And there's a few scenes that just happen like that. And it's so fucking jarring when they happen. Combined with all the weird dialogue. Pumpkin, correct me if I'm wrong. Your belief is that the writing staff was extremely incompetent when it came to creating the connective tissue between scenes and conversations.
Yeah, I just think that maybe... so what I think is they had a lot of core ideas and a lot of scenes that they knew they wanted to put in the movie and then just didn't know how to... or didn't care to put them together in a nice way, so they just like threw it to like an intern or something. And they just kind of like did it that way.
Yeah. Okay. So... my opinion is a little less charitable. I think that what they did is that they created the key concepts and scene ideas and like drafted them all out and then fed them to an AI of some kind and had it finish the rest of it for them. Because that's how it felt. Because it was just the extremely utilitarian way that everything happens in the movie, like everything connects together. There are scenes that feel like literally AI conversations I've read before, or like whenever Oni Plays did the thing where it's like, hey, make me a new Harry Potter script, and then they made like this very I am Harry Potter. It just there's one part where they see Sentinel making the deal with the Quintessons, right? And Megatron's like, literally as they're showing them landing and everything, he's like, it's Sentinel. There is Sentinel. That's how the lines are said in that time. That pacing of the dialogue and everything, exactly like that. That is so weird. And the whole time we were playing this, or we were watching this movie, I was looking at Pumpkin, and there were a few times where we both kind of made that face of like, what? Why did that happen? And so I'm not gonna just outright say that yes, Mecha T Mage believes that this is an AI written movie. But if it came out later on, because if it came out later on that AI was at least involved with the writing of the script in some way, I wouldn't be shocked. Because again, it feels like certain scenes were assembled the way that an AI assembles things whenever you give it that kind of prompt. T Tiffany, I'll never tell.
This one?
But
Go back to this.
I have an idea for a stage.
Oh, what's that? You know what? You set it up. You'll set it up. I'm gonna check and see if I have enough try-on parts.
Yeah, ran out of budget would be charitable also, but
Yeah,
I
but
don't think so.
this
Just-
movie.
I don't
Okay.
know. There's so much about this. I fucking hate the no face that Optimus
Yeah, all the
gives
time it goes,
every single
"No."
time that Megatron does something that like is bad or might be bad. He makes the same like fucking
No.
face every single time, and it's not subtle. It's not like him in the background. No, it's literally it's like made a point that Optimus does not like this behavior.
Yeah.
So
And it's just that's my biggest thing to take away from it is I do think that in some way AI was involved, but I'm not going to outsay that I think that's a fact, because you know, for all I know, it could just be that people fucking wrote the movie, but it doesn't feel like people who understand dialogue and how characters interact. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like that's who made this movie. This movie feels like, again, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Oh, hey, that's me.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead.
What? Oh, is this the final boss?
Yep.
Oh, we're not gonna get much from this one though. I mean, I'll still do it. Oh. Okay, you know something I don't.
Yeet.
Well, Moist Critical said that's the thing. Most new movies. Well, that's the thing. Red Letter. They did a video whenever the new whatchamacallit came out. The new Alien movie, Alien Romulus. He said that it felt like they put in prompts like make an Alien movie, and then they just made it that way. And there was like another movie that came out this year that they also said if it feels AI generated. And the thing is, Hollywood's been having a series of like writer strikes and shit. So I firmly believe that if they could get away with it, they would just let AI write.
Oh yeah, because why pay somebody when you could get it for free, even
Yeah.
if it is crap?
But the thing about, you know, that's the thing about most AI is that it is theft in some way, because they have to get the actual like data from somewhere.
Yep.
And it's usually things that other people have made.
I am far more than just a puppet following orders to us.
Yeah. So
Looking at my honkers, my badonkers,
Stop it!
my fat mommy milkers.
so anyway, so yeah, honestly, the sad part about it, I was explaining this to Ratzel before. Despite all these things we've said about this fucking movie, legit, it is probably the best Transformers thing that's come out in theaters in a really long time.
Yeah.
Like I would even argue that in some aspects I do actually enjoy this more than Bumblebee movie, because I do think Bumblebee movie has some serious flaws in it, but it's not like a bad movie.
I wasn't yes, but not in ways. Maybe like we're bothered more by different things, if that makes sense. Like I would watch the Bumblebee movie again. I would not watch this movie again.
You think so?
Yes, this
Okay.
movie bothered me so
Yeah.
bad. Because
So-
Megatron didn't make any goddamn sense, and he was the part that I was excited for. I was excited to see
Yeah.
how they were gonna go from friend to foe. Like
Yeah.
that's why the origin story is so important for this particular, story, right? And then they just didn't. I was so upset.
So, Mega has nice honkers. I sure do. Thank you.
Damn right. They are the Pekkas.
They are the Pekkas.
Yeah. I like Bumblebee movie, but it was like, this ain't right, but I like it. Bumblebee movie is it's basically the Iron Giant, but like with Transformers.
Again, we're gonna try doing the blend shapes, see if it works.
Yeah, but yeah, Bumblebee movie wasn't terrible, and of course the first like minute and a half of that movie was fucking perfect. Of just the things that we want. We want Cybertron. We want Transformers. We want characters that look like how they're supposed to look. That's the things, and that's a lot of that. This movie actually delivered on. I am dead.
I'm almost dead. Ooh. Thank God for healing.
Help me.
Where are you? Oh, you're by the boss.
Oh no.
Woo! Don't be mean to my friend.
Put the shaders in here. Again. This one.
I should watch The Iron Giant now. Yes. Actually, The Iron Giant... Have you never seen The Iron Giant?
Fun movie.
What's that?
Said fun movie.
Fun movie, yes. Possibly one of the best films ever made, and I will say that.
It's
What?
like You Will Die on This Hill.
It's not even a it's not even a hill to die on. It's a good movie. It's I'll put it to. Oh, are you okay? Are you dying?
No, I'm fine. That just hurt.
Aw. Yeah, I saw you kind of. So I said after I watched the Bumblebee movie. Yeah. Yeah, definitely go watch The Iron Giant. It's a fucking amazing movie. Sorry, just to make sure I understand. Ratzel, do you Iron Giant fan of movie?
Yes,
No,
I like
not
the movie.
fan. Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not ruffling like any. Like, it's okay to not like
I
something
don't know.
that I do.
Oh, yeah, I mean, if you don't like it, that's, you know,
Oh, no,
your
I
position
love
and
it.
stuff. I don't know. I know. I'm just saying, like like a general you,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I gotcha.
because that was
It's
one of the movies that got me into giant robots.
Yeah. Well, Iron Giant is just one of those absolute masterpieces that got fucking just abused by the studio simply because they I think at that point is that technically there was like a buyout or something like that, which meant that they didn't have to invest a lot into it. Which is, but you see, I just got zeroed.
Ooh, I got you.
Thank you, buddy. Hell yeah, brother.
Hey.
And yeah, Vin Diesel is surprisingly good at voice work, by the way.
Oh, he's fantastic, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one of his more memey roles. But honestly,
Yeah.
him as Groot is fucking fantastic. Like, you can actually
Yeah.
feel emotion in the word that he says. He only says
showed
one
you-
fucking word.
Yeah, I showed you his Street Sharks demo reel, right? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's fantastic.
It's Vintastic with Vintastic detail. Rocky Balboa action. He's got that round mound of pound. He always eats the competition. Boom!
It's like, you know, he had so much fun doing that stupid thing.
He's like, "Yep, I'm here to sell this toy."
Yep.
He's also, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he was the big metal man. Yeah. No, aim a shield. There's a certain point where the shields really don't do anything to help you. Yeah, but yeah, fucking, whatchamacallit, so, talking about certain things about the movie, the voice acting, I was originally worried, because Chris Hemsworth, I did not think that he had any business playing Orion Pax. I didn't think that, here, sorry, I'm just getting past all these menu.
You're good.
Like,
Also,
there's
enjoy that 4 million.
Ooh, thank you.
And a few, part enhanced 6s. It's like, you don't get a lot of parts themselves, but for the amount of time you're in it, it doesn't take long to beat, and you get quite a few boosters overall.
Oh, well, now let's just grind this for a little bit. Oh, can you skip the? Yes, you can skip the credits. Yeah. So the voice performance, I thought Chris Hemsworth was going to be really annoying as Orion Pax. As it turns out, actually he's fine. I didn't hear him accent slip at all, and he did just a good a standard job. I didn't think it was like amazing, and I definitely didn't think he was like Peter Cullen levels of fantastic. But he was good. He was good until the end of the movie when he became Optimus Prime, and you could clearly hear him trying to do a Peter Cullen. That is when I was like, stop.
It's like, just make it your own.
Yeah, well, that's what he said he was going to do. He's going to take like some of the initial like wisdom of Peter Cullen and try to do that, but no, he just does a really bad impression, and it's awful. Megatron's voice, on the other hand, wasn't anything special. It just sounded like a deep voice guy yelling. He wasn't egregious. He wasn't particularly like anything to write home about. Scarlett Johansson did a fine job. Alita 1's not a terribly interesting character, but she's fine. She had a lot of cool action scenes. Keegan-Michael Key did not do a bad job either. He had no business playing Bumblebee. He was only picked because he's someone who's kind of popular right now. But he did fine. He was not the worst part of the movie like I thought he was going to be. He was good. He did a good job. Lawrence Fishburne, who for you in the audience who might not know, he is Morpheus from The Matrix. He played Alpha Trion. He sounded like he definitely got enough money to buy a new car. Or at least pay for like a new coffee table or something, you know. He sounded just, I'm doing an old guy voice, and then got a paycheck. He was nothing special there, and I kind of expected more because Lawrence Fishburne is amazing. Yes, it sucked. It sucked. It feels like it was written by AI. I didn't like it. What else? As far as voices, Steve Buscemi as Starscream weirdly works. It shouldn't, but it works in a really weird way. Oh, are you queuing up?
Yeah, I just wasn't gonna watch it because I knew it was gonna be good, and also like why. I went into it because the concept is actually very similar to what Mecca and I have discussed before about what we would consider
a perfect Transformers
really
movie.
Good Transformers movie. Yeah.
Okay.
And
let's talk about that.
Disappointing to say the least.
Yeah, because my idea is that Transformers has a lot of mythology in it, right? At least from what they built over the years. Lately, you can tell most actors are there just because they're big names. Well, that's the thing. That was my kind of takeaway from it too. Is just like, can we just have faith in real voice actors? Can we just please? Can we just hire voice actors purely because of their talent and not because they are fancy expensive name? For what it's worth, real voice actors were in this. Steve Bloom, who, if you don't know, that's Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. He was the announcer for the race, and I heard his voice as me. Like, is that Steve Bloom? And sure enough, it was. I did enjoy that this movie didn't have a particularly huge cast. They kept it, despite having Transformers always has had an issue with what do you call it? I usually have a descriptor for this, but it's just too many. Yeah, he also voiced Starscream in the past. Transformers Prime Starscream, one of the best ones. So yeah, Steve Buscemi. Okay, here's another thing. A lot of the voice lines sound like they were done in one take. Ugh. Which is really bad.
Such a disservice.
Because after knowing what they did to Peter Cullen, it sounds like it's not being done because they were out of time. It is being done to save money, to not pay people as much. Because with Peter Cullen, they basically wanted to avoid paying him like A-list prices, which they kind of were starting to have to do. So he'd be paid based on how many recordings he did, and to keep the amount of recordings low, they had another voice actor go in and do the voice lines for Optimus, so they can animate the face thing flaps. And then
face flaps.
Yeah, the face flaps.
The face
and then well, it was like the mask thing. They would animate that moving, and then they would bring Peter Cullen back in to do all of the lines, having them match the face flaps. And he talked about how he didn't like that, and he admitted that the only reason that they were doing that was so that they didn't have to pay him as much. So,
that's so dumb.
Yeah.
Mecca, please look at this. Please.
Okay, yes, let's bring attention to it real quick. Yes, look at my amazing little dancing boy. That's my
amazing.
Halloween. That's my Halloween costume.
Can you put that on the big screen, please?
Not easily, unfortunately.
Aw.
I'll probably just put something in chat. 1 second. This metal arm is so floppy. What? Shouldn't be. It's just moving really quick.
Yeah. I am schmovin'. But yeah, so nowhere is. But anyway, a lot of the lines feel like they were recorded in one take. Nowhere is that more apparent than with Steve Buscemi as Starscream, because it literally in the same scene, he pronounces Sentinel differently. He says Sentinel in one sentence, and in the following sentence he says Sentinel, and he says it that way for the rest of it. It's very weird.
Mm.
Like, that's typically not how people talk. You know, that was just one thing. It was very jarring when it happened. There's a few lines that sound like, yes, we could do a different take of that. You know, that's how I talk. You pronounce something one way in one sentence, and in the very next sentence you say the same word. Oh, okay.
I mean,
that's fair. Steve Buscemi is very, very, very much a native English speaker, so he does not get that pass. So, okay, that is fair. You're right.
Here,
I'm
putting it in memes if you guys want to see it.
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay, it shouldn't have recorded audio. We should be fine.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, anyway, so yeah, there's stuff about that. Ultimately, as far as characterizations go, Bumblebee was fine. All of them were fine. Megatron was the worst. Just because his turn didn't make any goddamn sense. I would say this movie is worth, like, one watch. Like, if you don't have to pay for it. Because there are things that were done right. The overall, like... I didn't like one thing about Bumblebee. What's that? Or you just didn't like anything about Bumblebee?
Anything about Bumblebee.
Pay me? Question mark. And you seen the trailer and how he was saying how his name was Badassatron. Okay, that wasn't even the worst joke in the movie, and it comes back later. It doesn't overstay its welcome too much. It
definitely felt like this was a joke that was made in the studio by someone.
Yeah.
And then they were like, okay, let's make it a reoccurring joke because it's kind of funny.
It only reoccurs once.
But when it does reoccur, I feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of welcome. It's kind of cute. I could definitely see some like officials being like, oh, kids are gonna really like this. to be fair, okay, the story behind B in this movie is that he works in the trash sorting area where basically he just makes sure that no important stuff is thrown out with the waste metal, and he's basically down there all by himself. Like, there's no one else there but him. So he's basically very lonely. So that's why his personality is kind of like uppity and stuff, and you're just kind of energetic and everything. So he's happy to see new people. His only friends are like fake people he makes out of garbage, which is I like the Steve joke. Yeah.
Where he's like, you killed Steve. He's like, well, after Steve's death, I'd be glad to make new friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that part's that's funny. And I feel like that was stuff that maybe was ad-libbed in the recording booth or something like that. The stuff that feels like it was ad-libbed is the best writing in the movie.
Which is really interesting because that's usually
the worst part.
Not how it goes, at least for modern movies.
Well,
maybe
yeah.
like, older films.
Like, okay, everybody, like, a small contingent of people hated Ghostbusters 2016 because women, but the legitimate criticisms of that movie was that almost all the dialogue was ad-libbed and none of it was funny. That was the actual problem with that movie.
Yeah.
Right? So that was the I'm just a B from Michael Bay movies. Yeah.
I think if you see the B from Transformers Animated is a little more silly. And Bumblebee from Transformers Prime Time is a little more like Bayformers B.
He's based off of Bayformers B.
But he's I don't know. I really like.
I was gonna say Transformers Prime was written partially by writing staff from the Bayformers movies, but the show was filled with stuff that they weren't allowed to put in the movies, so all good choices. That was part of the crux of the idea of that one. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 9:28.
Oh yeah, it's 9:30.
Oh.
Can you believe you've been streaming for almost 3 hours?
Yeah, I don't believe it. It doesn't feel like that. I think it's because it's not boiling hot in here anymore.
Time isn't moving as slowly.
Yeah, not to mention we're playing Gundam and it makes the happy chemicals in the brain.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, just won't lie. The comedy was just oof. Yeah. Well, that's because for the Ghostbusters one, it was just, again, they admitted that they ad-libbed most of the movie, and that's what do you know? That's why the jokes were fucking terrible. Speaking of celebrity weirdness, I can't wait for this one. But yeah, it's just whatchamacallit. Ad-lib means there's no script and you're basically just kind of improving off each other. You're kind of like, you have a general idea, but you're kind of filling in the spaces.
Have you ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyways? That's ad-libbing.
Yeah. The SpongeBob Broadway actor left his childhood sweetheart and kid for Ariana Grande, apparently.
Also, what?
Nickelodeon.
That is so. I shouldn't be laughing. That's horrible that a family has been broken. But that's
kind of like John.
Funny.
That's kind of like John Mulaney leaving his wife for fucking Olivia Munn from Attack of the Show. You watch much G4 in its heyday, Ratzel?
Nope.
Okay. I'll say this: G4 was a video game channel on cable that whenever we got cable, I got to watch it basically in its twilight years. But basically, they had X-Play with Adam and Morgan, and they would talk about new video games and shit and everything. And then they had whatchamacallit, they had Attack of the Show, which is a little bit of the same concept, but just with more kind of a, I guess, kind of like sketch stuff in the middle of it, like stuff they would do.
Okay.
But they basically, it was a video game TV channel. They would have, like, that's where Code Monkeys showed. So, it was a neat thing. They also had other shows that were just like they were reviewing games or they were playing new games or something like that.
Okay.
So G4 died, essentially, and it's fine. No one. To be fair, it was already in its death throes anyway. But one of the hosts, because for Attack of the Show and X-Play, they had like. Sort of nerdy but also kind of cool guy host and sexy lady host, and for Attack of the Show that was Olivia Munn, right? So many nerdy hearts were throbbed by this woman.
That's not the only thing that was throbbing.
Yes, actually, Bishop can contest because he remembers G4. Bishop, I had this conversation with him. It's like, be honest, you had a huge crush on Olivia Munn, did you not? Not to out the man without him in our presence, but yeah. Anyway,
he's probably used to by now with you guys.
Yeah,
Not.
Yeah.
No.
But so John Mulaney, the gaming show I never watched. Well, it was a whole channel. There's a whole channel of stuff. They tried to revive it like a year or two ago, but they just picked really awful. Yeah, it died. Again, it gets into the realm of like politics and stuff, which MageHouse, not a place to talk about that.
Yeah,
but the reality is just that they picked really uninspired people and uninspired subjects and stuff, and gaming is just so different now than it was back then. Back then, it had a sort of like a mid-2000s charm to it, and how unabashedly of that era it was, but now it's just it doesn't work. And plus it's a YouTube channel. It doesn't too political, get casted. So it's just overall it's without going into like the other stuff, like the controversies that happened with it. The main thing was just that no one who was making it seemed like they even wanted to be there.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
So menacingly, yeah, it's it's just overall, it's just it should remain a relic of the past. But anyway, John Mulaney is a currently kind of popular comedian who was very popular like a few years ago, especially during COVID. And he's actually, I like a lot of his stuff. He's pretty
I like
funny.
his stuff.
I would say some of his older specials are better than some of his newer ones, but that's kind of how it is with most comedians.
Perspective is different now, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Personally.
He's kind of feeding into the thing that I've seen a lot of modern comedians doing that I don't like. Which is that they'll do oh god, I can't breathe.
You gonna make it, buddy?
He's on life support.
I just
now.
tried to breathe and my
Okay.
lungs were like, nah, man.
He is stable.
Oh man.
He's
So dang, I just platooned all the fuck did you do on us?
Out the water. It's the water routine.
He done splatted me.
Don't
Breathe, Mecca, breathe.
don't read into that too much.
So yeah, but what was I saying?
You're talking about John Mulaney. And
John
his
Mulaney.
specials.
Oh, he does the thing that a lot of comedians I've seen kind of do with modern specials, where there's a lot of good jokes, but then they also talk about like more serious things about themselves, and I'm like, okay, I get it, and that's kind of neat, but I think that's more something you do like with what Bill Burr does, where he talks about that kind of stuff in like podcasts, where he's not specifically trying to be funny, because it just ruins the flow of it unless you do like a really dark joke or something, right?
Oh yeah.
Should have gone many ways, but I could have gone many ways, but I didn't. But yeah, Becca, you're more useful to us alive. That's good to know. That's why you keep me alive.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen, he ain't Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
Well.
But yeah. Anyway, so apparently, you'll hear him talk about his wife in some of his earlier stand-up, but apparently he just flat out left his wife, and in a very short time period later, he married Olivia Munn from Attack of the Show. Mecca, if you die, I'll kill. Mod,
It was automodded.
Automod just has the fucking beam cannon charged.
I permitted it. That's
Yeah.
super funny.
Yeah. Nah. As long as you don't say any gamer words, we're cool.
Right?
Nah. But yeah, I just think it's funny because John Mulaney, of all the people in the industry, John Mulaney is the one who's getting to live so many nerds' dream. Real quick.
Cancel. Thank you.
Where is it? I just want to show this for Skull Kid. Think fast. What do you mean? Fuck.
I don't want to think.
I did not think fast enough.
Here, Skull Kid, tell me what you think of my build. You don't get it? Really look at this beautiful man. Who does this look like? Who does this look like, Skull Kid?
Mother? Sorry.
What do you mean, Centimars? Look at the colors and the no. Who does it look like? Got the shape of the head, got the cannon on the arm. Doesn't remind you of anything? Ugh. No.
Nonsense.
that one guy from the thing, Metabee from Pokemon.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah, it's it's Megantron.
Is that a drum? Star Wars? From the Star Wars? No.
No, just the one Star Wars.
Just the one Star Wars.
Is that the big guy from the Star Wars?
Yeah. That.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, that's another reason why the 80s Transformers movie is fucking awesome. It was Orson Welles, famous, the guy who basically invented the movie. It was his last performance as a giant planet-eating butthole. I remember the olden Transformers. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Yeah, I am sorry, young. That's fine. So you don't know this guy either. This is. I actually liked how this one turned out. This one turned out really good.
That hurts me.
Hey, that's that guy from Fortnite. Wait, what? What hurts you?
What you just said.
What?
It's that guy from Fortnite.
Oh. Planet-eating butthole. Yes. Well, I mean, because let's be honest, Unicron's like what he talks through as a planet looks very sphincter-like.
Oh, 100%.
Especially, it has like the I know they come out to become like teeth, but when they're folded in, they look like butt flaps. You know, like little sphincter flaps.
Okay.
So, little sphinctery, little blender butter.
I hate that.
Very cool. What'd he say?
Blender butter. Hate it.
Blender butter. Wait, can you make 2B for science? Not
You
in
probably
this
can.
game. If you tried hard enough.
You probably can, actually, yeah.
Oh, Wolf of Valhalla, thank you for following.
Oh yeah, thank you for
if
sticking around.
Yeah, if you want to keep up with our shenanigans, also feel free to join us on the Discord. Because that's where we're posting all the stuff. I just made the concept art channel, so now you can see all of our concept art for future MageHouse projects.
That is true.
I make the mecha panty and stocking. Actually, that one, someone actually modeled that using the Nobel Gundam, and it was really cool. That was
We're gonna make it 2B? Heck yeah.
Working on making 2B and...
Hell
there
yeah.
you go, Cabot.
It should be panty and stocking for Halloween.
The stocking cons, Don diapers. That's actually an episode we need to watch. Because the whole thing is just one big Transformers reference. But yeah, and then this one I built a little bit ago. We all know this one. But I will
say, for anyone going into the MageHouse Discord, if you're wondering, I wonder if it's as crazy as the stream is. It's not. It's worse.
It's much, much worse. Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
Oh my god, popped Optimus.
I do see Dr. Eggman. Oh yeah, I'll show that up, but I'll show that off there. But I just
Go
wanna
for it.
show
Go
off
for it.
Is that another,
my Optimus.
It's like FMX?
I do like how this turned out. It's very heroic looking. It's got a nice amount of beef to it. Seems pretty chill. I like the wheels on the legs, which were kind of a bitch to get there.
Thank you.
I like how you did
Thank
that, though.
Let's see. File. Import.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Ratzel. Thank
Is
you.
that an option?
Yeah.
But if you get the ball rolling, then yeah, it'll be funny. Yeah. Yeah. One of us. One of us.
Under
Yeah.
PMX. Import. Is that a thing? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, it's an MMD file. Huh.
Yeah, this is my Death Egg Robo. I think I missed your yeah. What was your question? I'm sorry, Lemon. What did you ask?
I will go back to chat.
Speaking of Megatron and Unicron, how did you feel about the Death Battle episodes with them?
With a Megatron?
And Unicron?
I didn't see those. Is it Megatron versus Unicron? What is the context of this?
like Death Battle, like the show
Yeah.
Death Battle, and then Mega.
Well, it's usually them versus someone, so I thought.
Megatron. Yeah, and is it Unicron? I'll just look it up and see. Yeah, Megatron versus Frieza.
Oh, Frieza.
Yeah, and then Galacticus.
Oh, Galacticus. Oh, I haven't seen either of those.
Ugh, can't even say it.
Yeah, no. I gotta give this bald-headed smooch, Dr. Egg. Yeah. Do you guys like do you like what I made?
Eggman, standing
Like
here,
you. Have
so
fun.
proud.
Love your faces. Stay safe. Don't chew. Frieza from DBZ. Yeah. Anyone from Dragon Ball Z
thank you,
except fucking
Cabot.
Yamcha
Have a nice
or
look.
Krillin would probably win against anything from Transformers or even Gundam simply because the power scaling in that fucking series is dumb.
Yep.
So it's the best thing to avoid is fucking power creep in that kind of series. Like if you're creating a show like that.
Oh, 100%.
Of course, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann wins every one of these debates.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Talk
yeah.
about power creep.
Yeah. Goku, when he gets hit, I'm all warmed up now. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's but yeah, Frieza would win that easily. Just based on how fucking like he can destroy planets, can't he?
Frieza? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no debate. Transformers at least have some like basis in reality, and that like yeah, they're big and strong and shit, but like you know,
One speed bump is all it takes. What?
Megatron didn't double tap. It's always amazingly close. Frieza is just really hard to stay dead. Oh, look, another follower. Thank you, Surgical GMR16. Hello.
No.
Hi, welcome to MageHouse. I am the Mecha Mage.
And I am the Pumpkin Mage. I am.
This is our
struggling.
friend Watzel. Look at this. Look at the lovely little guy.
Open.
And we play games. Sometimes we're good at them. I assume a giant robot from space would be strong.
Did that?
But not like
Hello?
absurdly strong like these beings just are. Are you a pumpkin warping on the scene and bursting with chaos energy? Is I surgical gamer, the mad scientist, chaos villain?
Oh my god, we're under attack. Mecha, we've dreamed of this moment.
Raise the shields. Claire, release the arms, prepare to fire main cannons. Is that Dr. Eggman? Yes, it is. God, we do need to make like a big old beam cannon redeem.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Sorry. Did Tisk ask something?
He said, "What's going on?" Oh, sorry, MageHouse. I guess this doesn't exemplify too much. The whole point is we're like in a spaceship. Is that like a war cry or something? Yeah, because we're technically we're inside a big old spaceship. That's what. You
guys have seen the MageHouse.
You've seen the MageHouse. You've seen our intro
art
and stuff.
Oh yeah, it is the intro, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can probably.
Yeah, pew pew.
Unfortunately, Claire can't raise the shield. She's too busy making tea right now.
Why no? God damn it.
Greetings, fellow Gundam pilots. How is everyone? Doing pretty good. We got our AC back, so now it's not the balls of Tartarus in here. You know what, Ratzel? I feel like hurting something one more time. Let's do one more. Let's do one more before we sign off for the night.
Okay. Which one do you want to do?
I can't hear you scream.
Surprise me.
I don't care.
Make a girl happy. You know what I like.
Care. We're technically still within the atmosphere of the planet, so they can still hear us scream. Yes. The response was great to my entrance. Though when it comes to Gonna Break 4, I have a custom that has a story. Its name was something that was made on the fly.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sometimes when these kind of games, I do make myself a little lore or something. But this time I just went in just like whatever I thought was cool. Which in this case, this is my Buffalo build. This is my main unit, Buffalo build. I love him. I love him so much.
File preferences.
Yeah. I have a thing. I have a thing for the bulkier machines. I'm just drawn to that. Like Big O is probably my favorite mech still.
Oh wait, no, hang on. I gotta switch back to my original mech.
Gotcha. That boy thick. He thick, boy. Yeah. Although I liked the alternate build that I did of him, I just haven't. I don't use it because I haven't upgraded its parts yet. But this one I actually was very. I liked how it turned out. Simply because the overall proportions are what I actually really like in my super robots. Like the kind of the almost like the hourglass figure, broad shoulders, thick arms and legs and shit. Reminds me a bit of Megazord from Lost in Space. Yeah. So yeah, this is Buffalo Build 2.0, I guess. I don't really have a name for it yet, but yeah, I do like how I was able to get his to broaden the shoulders. Ooh, Lord.
Wake up.
So, but yeah, let me change back to my guy.
What is it
E.
called?
I went with my original.
OLS.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk one more thing and hopefully not make a big thing out of it, but the latest CGI movie from Transformers Rise of the Beast. How did you feel about the main character fusing with Mirage? I didn't see that movie.
We didn't see it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got to type all that and
So sorry.
I saw clips from it. I saw everything I needed to see.
Can I
Crap.
the thing
Yeah.
out?
I mean, it looked like it wasn't bad, but like the characterization
Okay, it
of
worked.
Optimus Prime was just awful, and it's really bad that that's going to be his last movie, probably.
Mm.
So, like, they just made him another psychopathic fucking killer guy. They're like, I'll murder you. I'll fucking kill you.
Huh? Oh god, she's giant.
Hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, she have a controller?
All
bro?
set?
Yep, all good.
Gotta go.
Let's roll. Be careful, Megatron, or you might contract their ligma. What does that mean? Ligma, lick my balls. What? Lick my balls. I don't think.
Heck yeah.
What do you mean? Well, that Bumblebee told me. You say ligma. So you say you're gonna get ligma. When they ask what's ligma, you say lick my balls. No. I think it's probably ligma balls. I think that's what. Why would you say that? Okay, explain to me why you think it's funny.
I love this bit.
It's so silly. I really like it too.
Explain to me why you think this is funny. Lord Megatron, you Starscream, not right now. This is more important.
Just people keep trying to.
Someone commented saying, "I see why
Megatron,
Bumblebee lost his
It's
voice."
Optimus and Megatron's just like, shut up. I'm
No.
really busy.
This is more important right now. Okay, so you know. You know why that doesn't work. You clearly. I've made Barbados Lupus Rex. Can you read that, hun?
I made Barbados Lupus Rex Gundam that has Strike Freedom wings, double quanta body, aerial Gundam legs and shield, Wing Zero prototype guns, and 2
She Gundam.
She Gundam dual blades. Very nice. Also, I believe
I like the thought of that.
someone said
Yeah,
something earlier.
that sounds hot. I like that. Yeah.
Surgical said, so the first iteration of my custom is Dark Flame Jester, and its evolution is Scattered Sun Joker. And now it has become Supernova Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I really like that. It reminds me a lot of the Eldar from
Oh, that's cool.
Warhammer, like the name scheme.
Mm.
Kind of reminds me of their stuff for the Harley Quinns, because they're all like...
Is that fucking that's Fei Yen from Virtual On.
Yes.
What are you doing that for? Well, but you could say that for Month of Mecha.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just getting all of the events done.
I am excited that I
You
have
just
learned how to
Blender.
use Blender.
Are you
Okay.
able to bring your racing outfit on stream right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not going to take away from what you're doing right now.
Whoops. Yeah, that should be fun. Let's see.
Don't forget to save your work.
Thank you. Luckily, I've just
problem.
imported 2 assets. It's okay right now.
Okay. So you're about to switch. I'm like, I should tell her to save just in case.
Hello. Finished. Did I put it in here? Probably this one.
Basically, streams don't fuck with me. Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm glad one of us is getting good at Blender.
I need to
No,
learn Blender.
I'm not good at
stuff so I
like
can-
building things in Blender. I'm good at compiling things in Blender.
Nah, because like for my next model, I need to figure out how to do like I need to figure out how to do the armor and stuff, like the actual like bulky shit.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a bitch and a half without Blender.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad if you guys 3D model the blockiness, and I guess figured out the textures. I could weight paint it onto the model for you. Probably. Relatively
Okay,
easily.
definitely keep that in
So,
mind.
Yeah.
I just
Before
don't
you
know
say
how to
anything,
like.
I'm paying you
build
if we do that.
Okay. Okay.
I know how you are,
actually-
Pumpkin.
I actually was considering offering this as a service anyway, because it's kind of fun to.
Yeah, it's a
put
good service
stuff
to
on
offer
models.
too, because there's
So-
people who have like the technical know-how for everything else but that. So yeah, that's definitely
Right.
good to know.
And it's
And
so
potentially, like-
hard. I can't find
Yeah.
anything resource-wise online that's in one place. So I've had
Yeah,
to
no,
like.
it's all over the place. Like you look for
It's
one
so
thing, you get like
annoying.
1% on this site and 1% on this
Yeah,
site,
I'm
and then you have to go to
considering
this
making-
certain thread for one thing. It's like what the
I
fuck?
know, it's so annoying, and like honestly, it's been a hassle. It probably took me like 24 hours total
Oh
work
jeez.
to get Pumpkin's racing queen outfit done. But then once that
Like
was
24.
done,
Jeez.
once it was done, I was able to take all that knowledge and just throw it like directly into everything else, so it didn't take me as long for everything else. Here, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the model. Let's see. Hello. Thank you. Open folders. I actually do need to edit something on this model. I noticed the other day, but we're gonna pretend it's not. Let's see. Hopefully. Yeah, here it is. Ba-ba-da-doo. So, racing queen model. I got to learn all about little tune texturing and all the other hoopla that goes into it. Yeah. Yep.
I love
so
racing
we're doing
queen outfits.
a
They're
huge
so cool.
SRB2 cart stream in December, and I needed like an outfit for it. So, yep. So, yep.
Feel free to like drag it around and show the whole thing.
I'm
I
guess thanks for the butt
stuff.
cleaning, I suppose. Right up in the cheeks.
Also, Runa's cat is currently like on crack or something. She just ran into the bedroom, underneath my chair. I felt her head hit my chair multiple times.
Oh baby.
And she jumped on. No, she's fine. There's nothing up there to hurt, so it's fine.
Nothing of
But she's
value
like-
was lost.
Yeah, basically. But she's sitting in the bed, like eyes super wide, just looking around like, ugh. And now she's cleaning her legs because this cat's weird as hell.
She got extra zoomies.
Yes.
And that's an understatement. Unfortunately for us, her zoomies usually go at like 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Or after she poops. She runs around the house like a fucking rocket after she uses the litter box most of the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Doom says that you sound like Paytop.
Hell yeah.
Which I don't think it's that similar, but I've also spent
I'm okay with it.
hours with both of you now on stream, so
I accidentally got you guys mixed up like once, but now I can hear the clear difference.
Yeah.
You both have good Kermit voice. Just waiting to happen.
Like my
so
voice
we
is
can
very
call
nasally
Pumpkin the
because my
racing-
nose is always stuffed.
Yeah. But you're not that nasally though. I think actually, if anything, you have like a slight raspiness to your voice.
Oh, probably.
I could see you doing a very good like villain character. like the guy pulling the strings behind, like an evil businessman. I know it's weird.
It's like the Penguin of sorts.
More like actually, my favorite movie, Patlabor 2, kind of like the, not really villain, but like one of the characters from that who turns out to kind of be a manipulator of sorts.
Yeah, one of the antagonists, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like he seems cool and everything, and then he just turns into a twat.
Not even that. It's more like he's a guy who, okay, Patlabor 2 is my favorite fucking movie ever. I just want to say it right now. It's like every time I try to reevaluate what my favorite films are, I always come back to this one movie, and it's just because I love everything it does. Patlabor 2 is a story about, it's a world of Pat labor, so you know, police, robots, that kind of stuff, yada yada, mechs.
Love it.
It's after essentially the main stories that would have happened, and the whole special vehicles division who operate the Pat Labors, they kind of went their own separate ways. So now Captain Goto has like a new crew and everything, and they're not even really like exemplified through the story. It's more just everybody kind of goes off and does their own thing. Well, Japan is hit by a terrorist attack. It seems a missile hits a bridge, and suddenly there's this Japanese self-defense force guy who just knows a lot about what happened and who's most likely behind the attack, right? And so this character, his name's Arakawa, he helps the main cast kind of figuring out different things to help kind of catch the actual antagonist of the movie, if you want to call him that, like trying to catch him. And when they start the operation to basically catch the guy, they're like, but you, Arakawa, you're gonna hang tight, we're arresting you. And it's like there's like Goto figures him out, and it's like, yes, you're ex JSDF, you're not current, and you're just everything that you're doing is super fucking fishy, which I really liked that.
This is a reminder to save your game, work, or project.
Yeah. It does look spectacular. Good job, Pumpkin.
Thank you.
Sorry. Anyway, you just he has a kind of a more raspy voice depending on the dub that you watch.
Okay.
So yeah, I can see you doing that kind of. Honestly, I'll have to torture you guys into watching this movie with me at some point.
I'm always down to watch stuff that has giant robots in it.
Yeah, the only problem with Patlabor 2 is it's a hard sell for people because the vast majority of the movie is not giant robot action. The vast majority is
That's okay.
a lot of political intrigue. There's like some really cool sequences, but overall, it's more so just people talking. And for a lot of people,
I like pretty much anything Gundam, and 99% of it's political bullshit usually.
Yeah. I guess it's just like if there were less mobile suit fights in Gundam, that would be Patlabor. But the thing is, the movie has so much. You know, here's Mecha talking about a good movie that's actually worth your time. I feel that most people, if they're looking for something a little more hot-blooded and everything, they're really just not gonna find it there. But like the artistry of it, just the way that they depict Tokyo City, just in very interesting ways. Like they took the people who were making the movie took a helicopter ride around Tokyo because they wanted to see how different shots would look, right? And one of the guys noticed that his reflections on the helicopter's reflections on the many glass panes of one of the skyscrapers, it wasn't like a perfect, like the helicopter flies by. It was always like
it was warbled.
Not even warbled. The helicopter was in different window panes reflecting.
Oh, that's
slight
cool.
Variations. So they put that in the movie, but it's all hand drawn. The only CGI that's used in Patlabor 2, because this came out in 1993. The only CGI that's used is for computer graphics in the movie, which I also thought that was a really smart choice. Whenever you look up like Mecha Sakuga stuff, and you have like all the different like just Sakuga, the animation, just kind of ogling the animation. Patlabor 2 comes up in those a lot because its mechanical animation is incredible. It's Pacific Rim. Ah, yes, Pacific Rim. I love that movie.
Pacific Rim job.
I hate its sequel.
You and most of the fan base.
Yeah, well, because the
original was fantastic.
Yeah, well, because the original was a passion project of Guillermo del Toro, and it was made with love, and they used a fine mixture of practical effects and you know modern movie making stuff. Like the fact that they had built a stage for the Jaegers, like their cockpits. Like it's a stage that moves in tandem with the movements of the people on the stage. Like it's reactive to them.
It's
but
really
then
cool.
but it's also made up of different sections of green screen, so they could green screen in like all the technology and stuff. That mixture of practical and digital effects and everything is really fucking good.
And it's like that's how you should do movies nowadays, instead of, okay guys, you're gonna be in front of a green screen and we're gonna green screen 90% of this shit. It's like,
yeah,
well, where's the movie?
Yeah. Pacific Rim 2 was made specifically by people who hated all the things that made the original good. Like literally, the guy said, I remember watching the director. He said, I remember watching the first movie, and I said, why don't they just get going? You know, because the original depicts 100-ton giant robots,
big fuck off robots,
and it doesn't make them move with the gracefulness of a 40-foot transformer. You know, that's, you know, every impact has a lot of weight behind it. They completely removed it from that. Okay, Ryan, you're a Green Lantern. We are going to animate everything over you.
I still love how he bashed it during Deadpool. That was so good.
Yes, that is great.
Don't make the suit green or animated.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, nah. But anyway, Pacific Rim was fantastic. Pat Labor 2. One of my favorite shots from that movie is one where you're getting a very tense set of scenes where there's combat happening in a very narrow maintenance tunnel. It's, you know, it's big for people, but it's narrow for these robots, right? And they're having to fight against where essentially tanks, like quadruped tanks that run off of analog, like cable control. And so they know that these things have like serious firepower. We have to sever their connection, where we'll have a very brief window before the thing reboots and sets to a mode where it just shoots anything that moves. So they're aware of two of them. They go through, they have a really hard time taking care of them, and then the one of the pivotal like main protagonists gets to the end of the tunnel and manages to make it to the maintenance elevator so she can get to the top, where the guy that they're trying to catch is currently leaving. And then you see the elevator come down around behind her, and you see the red light, the red like a camera lens from one of those quadruped tank things, and it's silhouette behind her. Right, it just comes down in the elevator. It's done very casually in that. So when it opens, you see it, and you see it lift its gun, and then. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize, but I did see one of the different countries was, well, I'm getting EP and have fun chatting it up. May y'all have a good one until we meet again. Yes, thank you, Skull Kid. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to me ramble about stuff. We're gonna wrap up soon here, actually. The Bicycle Man, Pumpkin, what's that new outfit? That's her racing queen.
Yeah, Echo wanted me to show it off.
It looks great.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're doing an SRB2 cart collab in December with a bunch of people, and hopefully you guys will see exactly what this is for.
Yeah.
A bunch of nerds racing carts and stuff. I wonder who's all going to be there.
Yeah. Who indeed?
I don't know. None of us, right? Well, you won't be there.
Well, I have to be there, but yeah.
But real quick, just to wrap it up. So she charges it, like she yells at it as she charges it, but you don't see the actual action between them. It just immediately cuts to a scene of the top of the place they're on, which is a piece of reclaimed land, basically where they built a wall, drained it out, and filled it in with dirt. Because that's the whole plot of Pat Labor, is that they're basically reclaiming land in Tokyo Bay. And so you just see a shot of this. It's the middle of winter, and there's just thousands of birds, like seagulls and pigeons, just all huddled together because it's cold. They're all just really close together. And you hear the whirring sound of the elevator coming up until you see her machine, her labor come up to the top, and it's completely like it's shot to shit, like there's bullet holes and everything, and the machine that shot her up is smashed, like she managed to smash it in, and the elevator gets to the top, and then she blows the hatch, because when those things get damaged, they have a failsafe where you can hit a thing and it'll essentially just use I guess like compressed air or something, but just blows the pilot's hatch open, right? So she blows the hatch, and when that happens, immediately just these thousands of birds, all individually animated, just and every time I look at that and I say, I love this movie. I love this movie and how it presents itself and everything that it does. It's what I aspire to be, is to do things in a really creative and cool way. It's for me it is, every time I come back to it, I can't help but say, yes, this is peak cinema. So, but yeah, alas, I'm afraid our time together has come to a close. I should say, I think I want to call it.
Yep, I got you.
Yeah. But Ratzel, what did you think of our description of Transformers 1?
I totally want to go out right now and watch it for sure. Ha ha ha.
Get it? Because you're lying.
Yeah.
The thing is, it could have been a lot worse, and it wasn't. And again, like I said before, it's probably the best Transformers thing that's been put out.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Whoever played that soundbite, you've got it. So, in conclusion, will I probably see the next one? Yes, if not just out of morbid curiosity.
Yes.
Understandable.
But is it worth your money to go and see it yourselves? No, really not. Who knows? Maybe someone will see it just like on a website or something, and just get more enjoyment than we got out of it.
Got those D-box seats. It probably would have helped.
Oh yeah, because again, there were things that were done really well. All of the action, all of the artistry, that was fucking perfect. Okay, it's just proof that unless you're like making some sort of like really artsy thing, when it comes to film specifically, sometimes art for art's sake doesn't work. So, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you joining us, Ratzel. So join us for Thursday. We're gonna be playing Arzette. I can't read the rest of the title because I just learned about this game. What was the rest of it?
It's like the Jewel of Faramore. I believe
Jewel of Faramore.
Is the subtitle.
Basically, if you Ratzel, you know about the CDI Zelda games?
Oh yeah.
Basically, it's a love letter to all the weirdness of that, but in like a functioning game. So it's got like that style of animation. That really weird CDI style, like you know the CDI Mario and everything.
Oh yeah.
And, but it knows what it is, so it's being very tongue in cheek about it.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of amazing. Someone made a YouTube poop for it. YouTube poop oh my god, that sounds great. I love that. Yes, that only makes sense. Arzette Spaghetti. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I love it. So we're gonna be playing that on Thursday, and then Friday we should have Bishop back. However, his work week, at least the first half of it, is gonna be really rough. So it really just depends on how he's feeling. But the good news is that we have air conditioning now, so that's at least one thing to the one thing to put on the table to say, hey man, come over and play air conditioning. It's actually feeling pretty chilly in here right now.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Awesome.
That makes me happy. Oh my god, Pumpkin, can you put that? Okay. That's
yeah.
For a second I thought, okay.
Yeah, I did accidentally put it on screen for a split second.
Yeah. Crispy ale. Oh my god, they're gonna love that when you're done.
I know, I'm
so
so
excited.
excited.
Maybe love it a little too much.
I'm so excited.
But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining us here, Pumpkin. Give me a mousey.
Yeah, Dooms asked if he could recommend someone to raid.
Yeah, sure. As long as they don't say gamer words.
Basically.
I ain't gone yet, Pay Top. Also, how you doing? I kind of feel like I annoyed you a little, but I just want you to know you're a special guy. Have a good night.
Very demure.
Special little
Very
man. No, I'm
mindful.
kidding.
Klarnak. Who the fuck is Klar? Oh, I don't have the right.
Keyboard? You got it now?
Hold up. I have the wrong
Patricia
keyboard.
said goodnight.
Patricia did say goodnight. Hold up.
Patricia said goodnight.
Hold the mother flipping phone. I'm trying to do something. Okay, Klarnak. Describe Klarnak to me, Dooms. Why should I raid them? Other than I trust your judgment.
Yeah, but it's nice to hear, you know.
Yeah. But I want to know, who is this Klarnak? Go to Twitch. Is Twitch muted? It is.
What? Did you pull up their stream?
Yeah, pull up the stream right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're almost there, people. Alright, how do I do it again? It's like... reaching.
It's an Android VTuber, I think.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Good enough for me.
What the fuck is happening? Do I just hit search?
No, I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna
You
do
got
it.
it?
I said, yeah.
Okay.
Klarnak is playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
Very
fun.
nice.
Okay. Oh,
Very
oh, look
nice.
at them.
Amazing
Look at
game.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and hit this start raid button.
Yeah, Star Raid. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for listening to us bitch about this movie. Ratzel, you didn't even get to talk about your coworker, by
I'm
the way.
so sorry.
Oh no, it's not a coworker, it's a client, and I can sum it up in
client.
like 15 seconds before this raid goes off.
Run.
Yeah, basically this dude is a complete jackass. He keeps wanting me to work on stuff, like my company to work on stuff. I'm his project manager. I'm his contact with the company. He doesn't send me a fucking email ever. All I ever get is forwarded emails, and he's wondering why it's taking so long. And I'm just sitting here going, "You motherfucker." Pretty much.
Okay,
It's okay.
I think I remember
One
hearing
day.
something.
One day.
Yeah, same guy, by the way.
Okay, thought so.
One day he'll end up with a hernia or something.
That's right.
I can only hope.
Just have to dream.
Oh wait, what is it when you get the big red thing on your butthole?
Hemorrhoid?
Hemorrhoid. That's it. Not hernia. Hemorrhoid.
All right. Good night,
No,
everybody.
I want him to have a herniated hemorrhoid. Bye.
Bye.
All right, and go ahead and stop streaming.